Honestly, I think it would be really cool to have a Black Panther. That's my favorite animal, and if
say
I were
Black
to be able
Panther?
to, if I were to be able to train it, that would be sick.
What
That'd
would
be
you train it to
terrifying.
do?
Cool.
Kill my enemies.
I played World of Warcraft for way too many years. Almost got
How
divorced,
many?
you know.
So Walker's like, the chickens are dead. I was like, what? He's like, the chickens, they're all dead. And I was like, excuse me? And I was like, no, no, no. And I run out there, like literally
Still
like almost
topless.
naked. And I just fall on my knees seeing them all decapitated. I just scream at the sky. I was like, no!
I saw a video. There's a girl that had one of those costumes. It was like a chicken or something, and she was like crying. And someone asked her what was wrong. She's like, I farted. And it was just like,
It gets
No.
in here.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
I was like, I never thought about that part of it, but yeah, that would suck.
You gonna show it? You gonna show us the nips?
There we go.
Yes.
The cool.
This is
That
out.
was the
All right,
last thing
Sam.
for me. So the secret is out. Tatum, we're going together to be naked with our nips.
Greetings and salutations, my fellow plebs. My name is Walker, and this is the Bitcoin Podcast. The Bitcoin time chain is 869877, and the value of one Bitcoin is still one Bitcoin. Today's episode is Titcoin Talk, where I bring together a group of friends for an impromptu live stream on Nostr and talk about whatever the heck we feel like. Today, those guests are my lovely wife, Carla, and my friends Derek Ross and Tatum Turnup. We also had the one and only Uncle Rockstar surprise us by joining and even taking his shirt off after a few minutes. We talk about Nostr, about Bitcoin, about video games, about life, about love, and a whole lot more, but mainly we just shoot the shit and have a lot of fun. So if you're looking for some Bitcoin macro podcast with a lot of NGU hopium, that is not going to be this podcast, but I think you will enjoy it. Before we dive in, do me a favor and subscribe to the Bitcoin Podcast wherever you're watching or listening. Check out bitcoinpodcast.net for episodes and additional resources. Head to the show notes to grab discount links for my sponsor Bitbox, or go directly to bitbox.swiss/walker and use promo code Walker. Send an email to hello@bitcoinpodcast.net if you have feedback or if you're interested in sponsoring the Bitcoin Podcast. And if you find this show valuable, consider giving value back by giving it a zap on Nostr or a boost on Fountain. Without further ado, let's get into this Titcoin Talk.
There was shrinkage. I was in the pool.
I swear, it's not usually this small. Okay. I think we are live.
Does it even matter if there's no audience?
Oh no, we're still.
Oh, they will
alive.
be. Titcoin
Okay.
Talk,
I have not
Derek,
done this before.
Tatum.
I gotta share this
Carla,
out on
Walker.
the Nostr.
My husband's a podcaster and I've never done this.
I love Zapstream. I've been doing Minecraft and DJ sets lately.
Really?
Have.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's been fun.
I think I saw the Minecraft, which was neat.
I spent like 20 minutes trying to get 2 cows to go into a single block hole, and it should have taken me like 2 seconds, and I finally did it, and then I got stuck and they got out, and so it was, I have that clip somewhere floating around Nostr. It was great.
I have a confession to make. I've never played Minecraft.
I haven't either,
Dude,
actually,
you
but
definitely
I know
need
about
to
it.
get it. I have a server now, so we can create a village and
I played a
trade.
few times with my son a couple years ago when he got into Minecraft, and I hated it. Like, dude, I don't understand it, man. I want to run around and like shoot people and like.
Okay, someone made a mod that has guns, so
the
it's literally
the
Minecraft, but
graphics-
an FPS.
Oh, I don't know, man. I can't do it. I played with him a little bit, and then when my daughter was playing, I played with her a little bit. But once my dad duties were over, I put Minecraft away and never went back. Like
I love it.
Maybe I'll
I did
come
the
on your
Orange
server
Mart
and
for a
run
bit.
around and shoot cows with you or something.
I gotta get that mod back.
Yeah, wait, did you guys ever play...
The Orange Mart Rust.
No, I
Server?
never played it.
I played
but I
that for a
heard
little
about
bit. It was like really hard.
it was pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't have a high like strong enough computer either, so the performance was absolutely dog shit. It was so laggy, and like Tip was trying to lead me through it to like get basic clothes, and I'm like, I'm glitching.
But there was a lot of shooting involved, Derek. For
There you go.
you know,
Oh yeah.
but also like,
Shooting
but also
helicopters.
Bitcoin. So that was neat.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
enjoyed
not
it.
opposed to other to playing non-FPS games. I played World of Warcraft for way too many years. Almost got
How
divorced,
many?
you know. I
Can't tell if you're
Tell
kidding.
us.
I mean, she didn't like me playing for a decade. I played a lot. I was like probably. Katie likes to say it was like the worst mistake she ever made was getting that game for me for Christmas, like in 2005.
So she got it for you though. So she is
Yeah.
partly to blame.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah.
She just didn't know it was going to turn into a second job for the next 10 years of our lives. Like,
I played Pokemon trading card game for a while, and like, but I was like in college, like playing it in real life, and I told my friends that I had a meeting to go to every Saturday, and it was just me going to the card shop, and then they found out and they made fun of me. So
Oh no. Wait, I'm gonna try to. Apparently, I was just informed in the live stream that neither of us are actually in the video frame right now. So I'm gonna see. If
yeah, I had to adjust it on mine.
Let me
Yeah.
see. Hold on. There's got. See, you guys. This is. I'm very outing
on my
myself as
screen,
not a
like,
live
half
streamer.
of Walker's face is cut off. We can see all Carlos. That's all that really matters. Like we got the better of the two right here. Like,
Let's be
like,
honest.
This is great. Yeah, let's be honest. This is why we're all here, right?
All right. We're gonna look
It's
for
the
layout.
orange hair. It just pulls you in. Oh, there
Can
we
you?
go.
Okay, yeah.
That
I was
better?
about to say. I thought there was
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, guys, I'm a podcaster. I know things. I can do all the stuff,
Yeah,
just like
this is-
There we
the
go.
real podcasters.
You even
Yeah,
have
that's
like
better.
a real studio backdrop. I need to get one of those so you don't see my office. Like I need
Dude,
that.
You don't want to see the rest of this basement.
you-
It's terrifying.
Yeah,
It is
we
terrifying.
are in the basement right now.
There's a giant teddy bear. There's like a dog. Like
Yeah, well, the teddy
place
bear
is
is
a
fake.
mess.
The dog he's alive. Like he's a real dog. He's right over there. He's chilling.
Gotcha.
He's a
You know,
wiener dog.
My lab might come in to join. He likes to participate from time to time, so I don't
love
have a
labs.
backdrop. Oh, dude, he's great.
cheers
He's
to
so
everyone here.
cheers. Absolutely.
Cheers, guys.
Now this is not the
Cheers.
Miller Lite. This is Sierra Nevada's Oktoberfest.
Ooh,
It
We
is
get
in
it. You're a
partnership
man of
with
taste. You're fancy.
Gutmann. It's a collab. They do a collaboration every year with a German brewery, and this year is Gutmann. Probably saying that very badly, but Gutmann.
I'm
Gutman?
drinking Colorado mountain water. However, Walker, you're an idiot because I got a Miller Latte just for you too.
Ooh, boy, I've got. Let's
Wow,
see.
Derek, don't
I've got
you feel
7
bad.
of them underneath the desk just in case.
I
I have a lot down here.
I was literally gonna go to the store. It's like not even. It's like 2 minutes away. 2 at once. Oh man. Oh wow. I like it.
Well, this one's
What is it, Friday?
This one's done on the next sip, so like I just wanted to be ready.
I haven't seen Tatum do that since Miami Tatum came out a couple years ago.
Miami Tatum is a different breed. God, I forgot
Yeah.
about Miami Tatum.
Can you guys hear that?
Yes,
Just making sure. Does that air horn come through?
I
Okay.
can hear it. Does that mean we drink? Is that the sound of drink?
Guys, I have
think-
one
yeah,
glass.
okay.
I'm gonna run out.
There we go. Cheers.
Cheers.
Is that a Go XLR? Are you using a Go XLR soundboard?
I'm using a Rodecaster Pro 2. So it has like, it's not probably as performant as whatever one you just mentioned, the Go whatever.
Go XLR.
Yeah, there we
That's
go.
pretty cool. You should look that up because there's a lot. There's a lot that you can do with that aside from just like soundboard stuff.
Tatum,
But you
Send
might
me
be-
a list, and it'll be a Christmas gift. Just tell me all these
Got
things.
you.
I told Carla that I wanted us each to get each other guns for Christmas.
But I'm like, we already have guns. Like that's. So boring.
But I thought I was like, you can't have too many guns, right?
Yeah.
Hey Jamie, pull this up. I don't know if y'all have ever seen the Desert Eagle. It's not a Desert Eagle, but it's a pistol that I can't remember what kind it is, but it looks like a donut, like a glazed donut with sprinkles on
What?
it, and it's like pink. and
That
I
sounds
want it so
adorable.
bad.
Okay,
I want it
that
so
I want.
bad.
I'm gonna pull this up right now. Is this
Oh, that is cute.
is this real?
Is that
Yeah,
like
there's a
a
couple people that make like. I mean, it's a
3D
it's just
printed
like
gun?
No, I think it's like just a dip or something that they do or customize the slide or something like that. But I want one very badly because
All
that's
right, I'm gonna
that's
pull
awesome.
this up for folks. I don't have a Jamie. It's just me. But you know,
What about
Let's
a
see.
Carl? What happened to Carl?
I hadn't heard from Carl in a minute. I need to hit him up.
I thought you were talking about
I know.
this,
That's what
this
was my
Carl for
nickname
a
in
second.
college. So every time someone says Carl, I'm like, what?
So, is this one you were thinking of, Tatum?
Yeah, it looks pretty much like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I want that very bad. It looks like
Very
Fortnite,
discreet.
but real life.
I
It's like
I kind of dig it.
Do I have a gun? Yes, very obviously I do.
It's also delicious. So, you know,
Just take a bite out of it.
take a tasty little bite.
Eric Andre did that on a show once. He pulled out a gun and was like pointing it, and his guest was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Can you believe that they're just like selling this to kids?" And then he like puts it in his mouth, and they're like, "What are you doing?" And he just bites off it. It was chocolate. I was like,
Oh, it was.
Whoa.
Is it cake?
"Phew."
That's oddly hilarious.
Dude, the cake, like normal objects being cake has gone maybe a little bit too far, I think. Like it might need to be stopped. I feel like it's a
Are they
glitch in
gonna
the
have
Matrix.
government come stop it?
Maybe
I
the
feel like
government should
I feel
stop
like I'm
it.
pretty
You're gonna
good
form a
at
coalition.
anti-cake
Stop
that's not
the
supposed to be
cakes.
cake. But I think I'm pretty good at identifying which one is cake.
Are you though?
Maybe.
Like, are you
I
Walker
don't
and I
know.
tried to make when we like watched some of that. We tried to make a block clock out of cake, and it's so
Oh.
hard.
Okay, yeah, that would be fun.
It's so hard.
It looked okay, but like
looked
it was pretty
terrible.
obvious that like
We spent
that's
like a day on it.
like, that's cake. I think we even made a video about it. Actually,
We did. We did like an is it cake, and like he tried to smash like a regular block clock, and then it was like the very obviously cake one because it was terrible.
it looked
Which
really
one
bad.
is it?
Yeah, it was. We are not cut out for the is it cake making business,
Hey,
but
wait,
like we tried.
We have a what? WTF is on Derek's face. So Derek, would you like to explain?
Yeah,
It's corn time.
It's corn time.
Like,
There you have it, folks.
yeah.
yeah, you know, it's like, like set the stage, right? Like there's like a wall of money at like the Federal Reserve, and the corn man, he busts through it like he goes, "Oh yeah, it's corn time."
Oh god.
I think we have to make that happen.
Oh my god! Just that, I wasn't expecting that at all. Just hearing Derek Ross yell, "It's corn time!"
corn
was
time.
great.
Oh, it's
Honestly-
hot under here though. That's
Dude,
what it
I
is.
can imagine. You know, I recently tried on, those inflatable T-Rex costumes that you can wear, like they,
Yeah,
they were
kids
like,
had them all over the place last night.
yeah.
I bought one for Walker, and he wouldn't wear it
Man,
because it's too hot.
It's hot in there. I run hot too. Like I'm very high temperature male, and it was. It's a thing. Okay, I run hot, like and
Sometimes you,
I
you do.
could not
man.
handle it. Like I couldn't handle it. So I was just I dressed in a garbage bag last
So I
night.
saw a couple of those last night. Kids dressed up as like little T-Rex, but then I saw there was this little kid. He was a massive like King Kong gorilla. He was really cute. He was going around. He's like, don't stare directly at him. He'll think you want to fight and he'll charge you. It was pretty cute.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I saw a video. There's a girl that had one of those costumes. It was like a chicken or something, and she was like crying. And someone asked her what was wrong. She's like, "I farted." And it was just like,
Like it stinks
No.
in here.
Oh no!
Oh no.
I was like, I never thought about that part of it, but yeah, that would suck.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Take off the costume?
Just to air it out a little bit. Like,
It's like no, there's too much work going in.
oh god, that's gnarly though, man. Like, I miss our chickens. We talk about this a lot. So we had during the pandemic, we were in Bumblefuck and we were raising chickens, And it was the best, man.
We had 3 generations.
Yeah, we had
of
multiple.
chickens.
They were wonderful. They were all brutally murdered by raccoons.
Does anyone know this
Oh.
story? Because it's actually kind of a funny story. I mean, it's
I
not
don't
funny.
know
at all,
the
No.
story.
Okay, wait. Oh, sorry. Can I tell the story of when you told me?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we
We
had
should
been
probably tell
raising
the
these
context.
chickens for years. And like,
Eggs every day.
we were working on our Lord of the Rings video, and Walker, like, you know, we shoot individual characters independently. So Walker's like, oh, I need to go get an axe for Gimli, like, from the garage. So I'm like, okay.
You obviously need an axe for
So,
Gimli,
like, I'm just,
right?
like,
You know?
chugging away, editing at my
Yeah.
computer, and all of a sudden Walker comes in, and he's just, like, silent, and his face is, like, red. And I'm like, and like, it was really hot summer days. I mean, this is not, I guess, it's kind of a funny detail. I just, like, wasn't wearing a shirt because it was, like, very hot.
It was the middle
We
of the
didn't
woods.
have AC.
She was topless a lot.
We didn't have AC.
Yeah.
So Walker's like, the chickens are dead. I was like, what? He's like, the chickens, they're all dead. And I was like, excuse me? And I was like, no, no, no. And I run out there, like, literally,
Still
like, almost
topless.
naked. And I just fall on my knees, seeing them all decapitated. I just scream at the sky. I was like, no! Because it was years of our life. Like, we were cleaning the gunk out of their eyes. Like, we did everything for those girls. When we had to travel, we would come to Chicago with the chickens in our trunk.
We would travel literally with a trunk
Like,
full of
we named
chickens.
them. They were our friends.
My favorite was probably Fluffy. She was something.
And then I just was sobbing in the grass. Like,
Yeah, no, it was pretty.
it was an emotional time.
It was genuinely pretty brutal. So like we had if you're not familiar with chicken husbandry, you may not know that like everything is trying to eat your chickens. Like literally everything wants to kill and eat your chickens.
He reinforced that coop so many times.
We had like straight up like chain link fence, like heavy duty. I had fucking shit drilled into the ground as well, like metal. I had the entire coop surrounded with rocks.
We had a garden too, but like honestly, so much respect for anyone who grows their own food, who like tends to their own animals. It is so hard. Anytime you fix one
If it
pest,
was-
another one comes around. Like,
If
Well,
it was
speaking of
raccoons,
pests,
though,
Japanese
like-
beetles.
I've
on
I've
now.
heard of that. I've heard about that because do those look like ladybugs, right?
They look. Okay, those are
Or-
Asian beetles. There's Asian beetles, then there's Japanese
Oh,
beetles.
okay,
But
okay.
So as I'm, Jamie, can you pull this up? Let me. I'll pull up these Japanese, or Jamie will. But
Jay.
in the meantime, so raccoons, I think it was like a combination of like killing between raccoons and probably a weasel, because there was a whole family of raccoons, like
we had a trail cam,
and yeah, so I had a trail
Nice.
cam that was watching them, and
so we watched the murder.
yeah,
Oh man.
no, we
I
did.
can't look, I can't look.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't think that a raccoon could have gotten under the tiny hole they were able to get. Like, the raccoons couldn't get in there, but a weasel, man, they're like that thin. But both weasels and raccoons are what's known as wanton killers. So like most animals won't kill for sport.
They didn't even eat them. That's the crazy.
Yeah,
they just
so
decapitated
they
them.
just
literally
fucked them up
cut-
just to do
They
it.
just took off all of their
They
heads.
just decapitated them. So Walker is literally, I'm just standing there watching, like, while Walker has them by the legs and is just taking them into the woods. It was a very dark scene. And then we actually went back and finished recording the video.
I was gonna ask if y'all like were still recording after
Yes,
that. Like,
but like my scenes were done because I had tears on my face.
So the girls would want us to finish.
Exactly.
They know people need this video. So these are
okay, yeah,
Japanese
that is
beetles.
different.
So Japanese beetles, if you ever pro tip for anyone out there who finds themselves with a Japanese
they
beetle
eating our bok
infestation.
choy and-
Yeah, they ate. We had a bunch of bok choy planted. They ate the shit out of it. I guess because they're Japanese beetles. Like because bok choy. Get it, guys? Hold
Yep.
on, wait.
Yep.
Wait for
Anyway.
it. Wait for
Oh,
it.
jeez, it's
Wait
too
for
late
it.
now, man.
Nope.
Was there a sound effect?
Yeah,
All right,
it's a-
guys,
it's a
thanks for
sa- it's a
having
sa-
me. It was really good to come on, but
It's a sad trombone sound effect. I've only got a few of them programmed on here, guys. But yeah, you can go on Amazon. You know how like some like insect traps you get just don't work for shit? You
Yeah.
go on Amazon and get a Japanese beetle trap, and if you have Japanese beetles, you will literally get
Thousands.
thousands
yeah.
and thousands of them
Yeah.
in these bags. They just come for them. And we fed them to the chickens. The girls loved them.
Yeah,
After
my,
the
my
chickens were
dad
dead.
did that a couple years ago. He had Japanese beetle infestation in his yard, where the grubs were the beetles. When they were grubs, they were eating all of the roots of his grass, and where you could literally like grab the grass and like pull it up. It wasn't attached anymore. The roots were all gone. So he got these like beetle traps, and they were filled. It was so many of them. It was wild.
And
we
they
had
will eat everything.
we had a bad fly problem at our warehouse a while back, and we got some of those open traps that like they fly into but they can't get out, and we were just like, maybe this will work, maybe it won't. And I'm telling you, after one day, that thing was full of dead flies. Like, I'm talking, it was heavy. Like, it was heavy to pick up because there were so many dead flies, and I was like, I hate this a lot. I'm going to throw up and die.
Get yourself some chickens. They will love them.
See, this is the dialogue Bitcoiners need.
It really is.
Talking about bugs and chickens, yeah. Feed.
Oh man, I see we have
People talk about Bitcoin too much. Well, not us.
I see we have lightning goats in the chat.
Did you see that on Nostr the other day, Carla? Yesterday, I guess it was?
I did. And I do understand that.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
Like, that's why I'm not Carla Bitcoin on Nostr. Like, I actually have nothing about Bitcoin in my bio, in my name, just because I am trying to just
we like
be more
other
myself.
I don't
right?
talk about Bitcoin either.
Yeah.
I don't have a Bitcoin podcast, that's for sure.
Okay, I actually am making an effort.
There it is.
I don't even like Bitcoin.
It was a
The truth
shame.
is,
though.
I actually don't do Bitcoin stuff anymore anyway. Like, it's actually true.
It was a shame. This dude joins, says, "Hey, I'm a creator. I make these cool fractal arts and everything." And then the second post was, "Hey, I see a lot of Bitcoin talk. Is Nostr only for Bitcoiners?" And then in the course of like 3 or 4 hours, they just deleted. They deleted their they uninstalled Damus, deleted their profile. Like, they're done. Like,
Wait, can
that's
you
a
actually
shame.
delete it though? Like,
Well,
can
No, it depends on the client, I'm pretty sure, and you have the option. And then there was that NVK proof button that was put in because he
Oh,
accidentally
yeah.
did.
I
But,
forgot
it'll just
about that.
revert
Damus
your
will
profile to
unset-
say like nobody.
Yeah, it'll say nobody and account deleted. So they uninstalled, hit the account delete button in Damus, and they pieced out. So they're not around anymore. Oh, dude, lightning goats and lightning chickens are cool. Have you guys paid them and fed them?
No, I
Yes.
haven't seen this at all. This is sick.
What?
Is
Is
Never
it just
seen
a?
this?
Is it just
Okay.
a stream
Okay.
of?
Dude, how do you
You
not
can,
know
you,
this,
can, you
Tatum?
can literally zap this profile on Nostr, and once
Yeah.
it reaches the amount that it needs to reach, you can watch the
It'll
food
feed it?
dispensary come down, and you can feed them.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Dude,
Yeah, it's
amazing.
So Lightning Goats is in the chat right now. He came on another fucking Bitcoin podcast recently. Had a great chat, and yeah. So Tatum, I highly recommend you listen to that episode of Titcoin to educate yourself about this. But we're gonna zap some goats right now here. Okay,
I'm
we've
just
got
going to pull
1366
this up
sats to
after
go.
this and just watch these goats for hours on end.
Oh,
Dude,
it's cool.
goats are awesome.
I love it. It's a
Do you know
Friday
that
night.
goats are the
We're
only
paying
mammal
to
with a
watch
rect-
goats eat.
Do you know that
Wait.
goats are the only mammal with a rectangular pupil?
Oh, I thought we were in a
No.
different direction with that at
Yeah,
first.
I did too,
I'll
man.
take your word for it.
I was getting ready to say,
Yes.
how do you know
Yes!
Look at them. They're so
That was
happy.
awesome. That was so sick.
There's got to be a limit, because will they stop eating? Or, like, will they overfeed?
Well, I think I saw one day that he upped the amount that it cost to feed them because he didn't want to overfeed them, I think. I saw
that
something
checks
like
out.
that.
Oh, that's smart.
Dude,
Oh,
I'm going to
I-
show my parents this later. It's going to be awesome. And then, oh, hey. There's enough to go around. Stop fighting.
They get after it too. But no, this is like
Goat difficulty adjustment.
It's
They
such
add
an
a goat
awesome
every
project.
2 weeks or
Trey
take
said
one
that.
away.
Trey said
Depending on,
That wasn't
and
me.
that's depending on the price, the
I'm
fiat
reading the
price
chat.
of Bitcoin, right? Like if it goes
Credit where
down,
credit
people
is
are
due.
might be zapping more sats. So they got.
I see you, chat.
That's great.
But I like.
Hey,
I
see if
love
I can
this
pull up
kind
chat.
of
I want to
project.
see chat.
Oh yeah, well just go to
Really hard to see with
zap.stream.
sunglasses,
Yeah,
I'll be
let
honest.
me do that.
Man, but I could watch these goats all day.
Men Who Stare at Goats, indeed. Great
Indeed.
film.
I haven't actually seen it.
I haven't
I
seen
went
that
to
movie in a long
Saw
time.
it in theaters.
Oh, well,
I don't know, man.
okay.
Okay, so I just saw the first thing in chat I saw was Tatum is about to fatten up, and I was like, "Hey, hold on!" And then it said some goats, and I was like, "Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah. Oh, that almost got a little aggressive there. If you could have one animal as a pet, you can't say goat because we're looking at goats. If you could have one animal as a pet, what would it be? You also can't say dogs or cats or any normal boring animal. It has to be some kind of like
Trigger.
random animal.
random animal.
Well, I guess okay. I'm just not a standard pet animal.
Is a duck
How
standard?
about like a macaw? I think that'd be badass. He could be like on my shoulder right now, be like Cornster, like as we're sitting here. Like that would be great.
That would be pretty sick. Okay, Tatum, what about you?
You
All right, I'll
Googling
tell you
it,
mine, Tatum. Yeah, what's a cool pet that I should say?
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT. If I'm on a podcast,
Hold on one
and
second, guys. I'll have my answer in just. Actually, honestly, I think it would be really cool to have a black panther. That's my favorite animal, and
You
if
say
I were to
Black
be able
Panther?
to, if I were to be able to train it, that would be sick.
What
That'd
would
be
you train it to
terrifying.
do?
Cool.
Kill my enemies.
Obviously,
Well,
besides that though.
I mean, that's fair, I guess.
That's all really.
Who needs
that's it,
multi-sig
just-
when you can have a
just-
Black
just
Panther?
One mode, murder kitty.
Yeah, yeah. It cuddles until I give it its trigger word, which I'd make like poo poo pee pee or something like that, and then it's like I'm about to kill.
Okay, why poo poo pee pee? Also, that's
I
just a
don't know. It was
strange
just,
trigger
it
word.
was just the a random word that popped in my
that's
head.
the first word that
Where
came
can
to
I
his...
find out more about this
Yeah.
Bitcoin thing? I don't know if they're serious or kidding. I'm guessing kidding if they're here. But me, I never know.
Yeah, if you're
Yeah,
if they're on
I
Zapdos
can't-
stream, they're probably kidding.
Yeah.
I can't.
I'm just opening up the floor, man.
And Tatum, thank you for asking. My non-standard pet would be a domesticated Russian silver
Wow,
fox.
I would have never guessed.
No.
He was obsessed with this in college. He actually tried to get one.
I emailed
Oh.
the director of the Russian Academy of
15 years
Sciences.
ago.
I was pretty drunk, but his name was Nikolai. Typical,
guessed?
shocking Russian name. He never emailed me back, but I told him I was like, it would be wonderful if I could have a Russian silver fox. I see that you're domesticating them. I'd like to name mine Jacqueline. I thought it was a sick fox name. He never got back to me though, so I'm still waiting on that
Asshole.
email.
Like
I know.
you should follow up. But like, hey, it's been 15 years. Like,
Per
come
my
on
last
now.
email.
Yeah.
Per my last email.
Kind,
That would be
kind
legendary.
reminder.
Hey, did you get that email?
Russia? I think he has bigger fish to fry right now.
Dude, the guy he's been domesticating. Okay, this is actually pretty interesting. It's like
Is it?
when you domesticate foxes, they develop more dog-like features. So like their tails get like bushier, their ears get longer, their snouts get and they get cuter too, right? And because they breed them for docility, and those traits tend to coincide with those other genetic traits. Tatum, I see we have a hand raised.
Hey, Walker, long-time listener, first-time caller. Have you seen that video of the fox that was raised with the dog and tried to learn
Yes.
how to bark, but it couldn't bark? It just goes, ah, ah. It's the funniest
Yes.
thing I've ever seen, but it's also adorable, too.
I actually
Oh.
don't think I've seen that. I'm gonna have to add that.
They
to
made
the
a
list
music
for
video
later.
about that. I think it was called "What Does the Fox Say."
Oh, shut up, Derek.
What does a
Don't
fox
bring
say?
that back. Don't bring that back.
There may be a video of me and my very small children singing and dancing to this song. It's pretty
For some
good.
reason,
Well,
that
that's
doesn't
adorable.
surprise me, actually. I don't know why. I mean, I think it's because I know that you, like, I
'Cause
feel
I'm
like
awesome.
us four, sorry, I just saw 3 windows. I'm
Whoa.
not trying to count anyone out. I'm not trying to count anyone out. I'm not trying to count anyone out.
Are you erasing
offensive
women?
to
Are you
Walker.
erasing women, Tatum? It's because that's what it kind of feels like.
Holy cow. This is...
Well, you
Never
know,
mind. I don't
don't
even
worry,
remember what I
Tatum.
was gonna say.
I'll save you a
No, no.
segue. Carla, what would be your favorite animal to own?
I don't want anything. I have enough on my plate.
All right. well,
None.
That sounds
Zero.
like cheating, but okay.
Fine, a unicorn.
Fun fact: the unicorn is the national animal of Scotland.
Haha.
Unicorn actually got me in first place in trivia last week.
What
Okay,
was-
actually, if I would have eels. Like the eels that are really
Ooh.
expensive that people buy. I would breed eels.
Did,
Oh,
did
then
you
we
guys
could
know
make
there's actually like a huge black market
It's a
eel
huge
trade?
market, like billions of dollars on eel trading.
Yeah,
What
it's
do
like
they
a
use
real.
them for besides sushi?
They eat
No,
them. Yeah.
that's
Oh,
it.
that's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Is
will
there
be
like
an
are they
eel
like
breeder.
protected species or something, or is it just like
So-
a
so we
huge
only-
They
market?
can only be like they're only found and
No.
only spawn in the Marianas Trench.
No, it's the Bermuda Triangle.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
so eel. It was like not until like 2 years ago that we figured out how eels breed. like the actual like where do they go, how do they do it,
Pretty crazy.
and then they found out they're like, oh shit, all the eels just go to the Bermuda Triangle to breed for
This is the
whatever
best
reason.
thing.
Big
So
eel
random.
Triangle
orgy.
is for
Yeah.
sexy time. Yep.
I'm gonna tell
That's-
ChatGPT fun facts about eels.
So yeah,
and
I
see
don't know
what
if eels
happens.
actually counts by any means with this
No,
question,
it does.
but eels.
You know, that's not a pet that the average person would own, so I think that counts. I like it.
And
good
I would
answer.
make it into a business because, like, you know, I could use the cash flow.
Passive
Well-
income.
Yeah, eels.
A little active, but
On the black market or like the
Nah,
Okay,
Shopster. Shopster.
there you go,
Yeah.
open.
Shout out to Calvin
Decentralized.
Dev.
man, I was pretty depressed whenever I figured out the intricacies of salmon's life cycle and what their purpose in life is. That was real sad and also disgusting to learn about.
To swim
don't
upstream
know.
and bang and
Yeah,
You mean just
there's
the
just a
natural
pool of, huh?
Like, just how the natural life of salmon.
Yeah, the males literally exist to spread their seed and then they die
It checks
I mean,
out.
once
that's-
they.
Sounds like life,
that,
brother.
I mean that's kind of
I mean, men are simple creatures. I'll drink to that, brother.
All
I
right.
hate my life.
Does this like go anywhere else, or is this just live? Like,
No,
does this
thi-
get published somewhere?
I'm putting this on my RSS feed. Yeah.
God.
So it will be available everywhere. But really, you guys, this is, and I want to maybe let's take a step back and set the tone here. Thank you
get
guys
serious
for being
for
here.
a moment. Okay.
Not for like 2 seconds. Thank you for everyone joining. The reason that I am only streaming live, which I never wanted to live stream, but I was like, well, I can do it on Nostr. So fuck YouTube, fuck live streaming on X or Rumble or anywhere else. I'm only ever going to live stream the show on Nostr. And Nostr. Show of hands from you guys. Do you guys both say Nostr or Nostr?
Nostr.
I'm a convert. Nostr.
It is
Okay.
Nostr. Nostr.
Secondary question. Do you say hodl or hodl?
Hodl.
Hodl.
Unless it's
Hodl.
American hodl.
See,
I say
now-
hodl.
Well, that's the thing, though. That's the thing. Like you can't say American hodl and then say hodl later
Sure,
on.
I can. One's his name.
How do you say the word hold? Do you say
Hold?
hauled? Do you hauled
Hold.
it? Are there two
I need you to
D's in the
stop
word
with your
hodl?
logic.
Are there-
Walker, listen.
Like-
Stop.
I won't. But anyway, no, yeah, you see, the seriousness lasted exactly 2 seconds. But yeah, well,
yeah, I
that's the
forgot
thing.
about that.
It is pretty awesome that we have like tools like Zap.stream. Shout out to Kieran or Kieran. I'm not exactly sure how I'm supposed to pronounce it in the traditional way, but he's awesome. And like the fact that I can do this very easily for somebody who is a live streaming newbie, like I'm not BTC Sessions or Simply Bitcoin out here with their cool hair and stuff like that, that I think helps with live streaming.
You act like I hadn't been live streaming for a decade.
Present company excluded, obviously, Tatum.
Oh,
Actually, it was
Tatum, we get it. You knew about live stream before it was cool. Like you were super into that band live stream when
yeah,
nobody
we
had
saw
heard of
your
them.
your
Yeah,
Beam
but I
review.
didn't. Yeah, but I didn't get picked up like by the. I didn't win is the thing. There's that select few people of Twitch who like exploded, and then everyone else that came in after that was just like, oh, sorry, you're
I've
never
never
going to be
used
successful.
But
I've
Tatum-
never once used it.
You had a one J Dorsey on your stream.
Dude,
On your
best
video.
part of that, Tatum, was when you dropped like the intro with him. And
Oh
you were like,
yeah, he's like, you
y'all
want to
wanna
sponsor me now?
That was
That was
impossible.
good. That was good.
Yeah, I fumbled
And
the
then-
bag there.
That was kind of like your peak, right? You went downhill after that, right?
A lot happened, but you're very right. You're very right. But I did just announce. Here comes the shameless plug. I did just announce that I am releasing, starting on season 2. I am going to release all the episodes of Between Two Asics I still have in the vault, but I learned a lot, and now it's going to be a lot different with season 2. And but it's not going to be original. I'm still going to be ripping off another show, and this time it's going to be the Eric Andre show. So.
Oh, okay. Well, stay on
Nice.
theme there,
I tried to do the crickets, but then Derek was talking, so the crickets didn't really work that well. So air horn it is. Yes.
You gotta send me like a private
like
message.
an
I'm gonna
analog.
bust on Tatum here. Don't interrupt. Like,
I really should have. Yeah, that was my bad, honestly. But no, Tatum, honestly, like I loved your show, and yes, sure, it was entirely derivative, a complete ripoff.
Whoa.
that was
But-
good though.
His
we
words, not
needed
mine.
something like
But
that.
it was fucking good. Like it was hilarious. Wait, what was your favorite episode that you did?
So it was either I have a trouble picking out one, but probably tied for first was the first Peter McCormick one and Jack Dorsey, because like Peter, both of them, the key feature with them was that after we got done recording, I thought that I legitimately upset them, and like Peter walked off set. I was at his Airbnb in Miami where he was recording What Bitcoin Did, and so like there's like guests like cycling through, and he just let me pop in here and do this, and he like walks off, and I was like, and so like the camera cuts, and I was like, hey, I'm sorry if that was like too much, if this wasn't what you thought. And he goes, oh no, brother, that was fucking hilarious. And I was like, yes, okay, sweet, that was perfect then. And same thing with Jack. I was like, he had no idea what he was getting into, but then he was like, no, this is great. I was like, okay, cool. But they
Dude,
both
yeah.
understood the assignment 100%.
I mean, Jack was quite like hilarious. The point I will always remember is when he's like, "Why aren't the ASICs on? Like, shouldn't they be on? Like, like you know, shouldn't they be making noise right now?" Like, I died.
And he said,
Yeah.
whenever he said, I only agreed to this if the ASICs would be on, that was actually serious. He did DM me and say, I'll only do it if they're on. And I was like, okay, I'll figure that
I'm
out.
surprised he didn't
I
like he
figure it
didn't just
out.
like walk off. You know, he's like, "No, I'm sorry. I said the terms. Like, I gave you my rider. Like that was in there. The ASICs must be on. I'm out."
Some people have a specific
Another good one
temperature.
that another
He's like,
good one
no,
I,
ASICs must
I
be on.
enjoyed was BTC sessions, because I actually had like called him to talk about it and like explain it and all, and he actually gave me that that clip from Acapella Fellas, his acapella group that he used to do.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, thank you for that. Like, and I felt like I like mixed Nardwar with Between Two Ferns. So I want to. I was also thinking about trying to go like a Nardwar route for doing like street interviews with Bitcoiners, but then I was like, no, that kind of defeats the purpose of Bitcoiners valuing privacy, and so I'm just not going to get into all that. But I thought it'd still be pretty fun.
You could have discovered
familiar
the next
with
Talk
Nardwar?
Tua. I actually don't know who Nardwar is, so I
Never
was
heard
just
of
gonna
him.
nod
Nardwar?
along. No, Derek.
Oh
do you
my
know who
God,
this is?
he's
Never
I
heard of
have
them?
no clue. I'm just nodding to be friendly.
Is this
Oh.
is this
No
like
clue
a
what
is this a
you're
Gen
talking
Z
about.
thing?
So Tatum, please explain.
No.
Yeah.
Go
Nardwar,
on.
he's a Canadian, I guess,
Oh, boy.
journalist, and he does.
Well,
He-
we live in
he
America
finds-
here, Tatum.
Well, he comes to
number
America
one.
a lot. He does like interviews with musical artists, and he'll just spit like a fact about their early life that even they forgot or something, and they'll be like, "What?" He's like the musical detective. Y'all should definitely go watch Nardwar. He is an icon. He is 100% one of the greatest things that's ever happened to journalism.
Okay.
Nardwar.
Shameless plug number
Just
2.
I want to clarify the
Yeah,
name. there.
Nardwaur, I think.
Chad, if you're familiar, put a link in there for us. to
Yeah,
click
someone
on.
please
Jamie?
tell me that I'm not the only one that knows who
give
Nardwar
Tatum
is.
some validation here.
I think
Okay,
it's crazy.
Well, someone said he's Canadian, so you got someone who's at least
Okay.
recognizing.
You know what was cool for me about like getting into Bitcoin was realizing that there are way more based Canadians than I thought there were. Like there
But
are.
it's like, why do they live there? That's what I never understood. It's like, go south.
You could just leave, you know, like
You can just leave. You can just do stuff.
well, they basically.
I was about to say you could just do things.
They basically all live in America, though. It's like, what is it, like 90% of the Canadian population lives within 100 miles of the U.S. border,
Yeah, they
Yeah.
all,
Like-
they all live right next door.
which is just kind of nuts. And, I see somebody says we have the same haircut. That's awesome.
I miss his
All
long
right.
hair.
Yeah, I kind of miss my long hair, too. It was like, I felt like I was like Samson, like losing some of my power when my hair was cut, but
I miss
I mean-
you.
Yeah,
No,
I will
I think
never
it's actually
forget
pronounced
that you
Mo.
are short
Wow.
Bitcoin because you left the Rapunzel protocol, brother.
Bitcoin is pumping, and now more than ever, it is extremely important that you get your Bitcoin off the exchange and into your own self-custody. So, go to bitbox.swiss/walker and use the promo code WALKER for 5% off the easy-to-use, Bitcoin-only, fully open-source Bitbox 02 from Bitbox. Then, again, get your Bitcoin off the exchange and into your own self-custody. With Bitcoin ripping, your stack will soon be worth a heck of a lot more in fiat value than it is today. So now is the perfect time to make sure you have your security locked down tight with Bitbox. And I cannot emphasize this enough, but the Bitbox 02 is just easy as hell to use. Whether you're brand new to Bitcoin and it's your very first time setting up a hardware wallet, or you are a well-seasoned psychopath. It is Bitcoin only, and again, fully open source. Head to their GitHub and verify that for yourself. Don't trust me or Bitbox. When you go to bitbox.swiss/walker and use the promo code WALKER, not only do you get 5% off, but you also help support this podcast. So thank you. Another hilarious Tatum video. That was. Oh wait, did Carl make that one?
No, I did that.
You did that one? Okay. I did.
Well, he also made one that was a response where he said that he was in the Viking Vanguard, and that was the first time that I had ever seen him without a shirt on, and it literally scared me. That man is absolutely ripped for being like a man in his 40s.
Dude, he's jacked up.
Like 40
He's
is
insane.
old.
Yeah, 40
Like
40 is
Okay,
not
all
all
right.
right.
Man, he's
I screwed this
40s.
up. No,
What are you,
I screwed
Tatum,
this
like 16? Jesus Christ.
Someone told me on my
okay.
birthday, they were like, "You're getting
I
pretty
know.
close to 30," and I was like, "Oh wow, that's crazy, dog."
Oh, I'm already past the wall, man. It's okay. It's more fun.
yeah, 30 was a while ago.
Derek sounded so
Derek's
sad
crying
right
under
there.
that mask. I wish there was a crocheted tear coming through.
You just start seeing it like
I remember my
darken
30th
under his
birthday
eyes.
party, man.
He's like,
My-
it's
my-
sweat, it's sweat.
My 30th birthday party, we had a blizzard, and I had a whole bunch of people coming, and I remember I did a keg stand with my buddies. They held me up, and I'm like, yeah, I'm still young, and did a keg stand. And then Katie left to take our son up to my parents' house, and when she got back, the driveway and the road at our house was pretty well parked, and I said, honey, there's snow over the road and snow banks and like 3 feet of snow. You're going to get your car stuck. Let me park it for you. So she gets out, and I try to park the car, and then I probably shouldn't have parked it, but
Yeah.
I got it really stuck. And she likes to tell that story because
You're gonna get it stuck. Let me get it stuck.
because I was all like real masculine and stuff, and I'm like, honey, you're not gonna be able to park in the snow. Let me do this. And she gets out of the car, and I proceed to just drive it right into the snowbank.
That's awesome.
This
That's
is
okay.
30.
This 30's not old.
Yeah, that's the thing. The older you get, the more you realize like the ages you thought were old are not old at all. Like,
Well, I
like,
also have the dichotomy of like thinking like I turned 27 and I am in my 20s, but also oh my god, I'm in my late 20s. Like it's like you're not old. Yeah, you're really old, dude. It's like no, you're fine. You're still in your prime. Go party, dude. Your back hurt this morning because you coughed wrong. Like
You're
yeah,
still more ahead than
That's
most
about
people,
what happens
though.
at 30. You wake up, you're like, man, why does my back hurt? Oh, that fucking flip I was doing yesterday. Why'd I do that? You know, like,
dude,
Yeah.
my first like I've got a pretty strong back. I mean, it's broad and it's muscular. But I literally like tweaked it trying to get the car seat out of the car, and I was like, I never felt older than in that moment.
But we keep the
Like,
car
dad
seat in the
mode
middle row.
activated.
But we do middle row car seat, not
Yeah.
like past, like not car or window side. So it's even harder to get.
Not
in
trying to
there.
expose my son to the threat of side impact. You know what I mean?
there you go.
Like,
No, it's being smart.
Not
Like,
about that
speaking
kid.
of which, how is that chunk of joy? I love seeing pictures of him. He is
He
always
is
so
great.
happy. Has he
He
ever
is.
cried ever?
Oh yes.
I don't think he has. I don't-
Oh yes.
Don't mind
That
me. I'm just
picture
adjusting
that
Carla's
Susie
mic.
posted, that picture that Susie posted was I died laughing just imagining like him laughing with her about whatever
How
the
old
caption
is he
was
now?
about
he
like
loves
Bitcoin.
Susie.
He is 10 months.
It's great.
Oh, coming up on a year. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
it's been almost a
Yeah.
year. Like it's been such a blur, honestly. I like don't even remember like last month.
Oh, I remember those days.
I miss Susie too. I hadn't seen her in a while.
We hadn't either. So it was really nice to have her.
Stuff every
I hadn't
once in
seen
a while.
anyone in a while. I
haven't yet, Tatum. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while, brother. You've been MIA doing Tatum stuff like side quests and secret missions and everything.
Yeah, I've been side questing, some good, most bad, but things are turning up now. So that's why they call me Tatum Turnup. You know.
Oh.
I saw you grab that horn before you said that. That was good planning. You teed yourself up on that.
I was like fidgeting around, and then I said that. I was like, wait a second.
Wait,
I need to get one of those.
quick question, because I'm still a live streaming newbie. I saw somebody comment, Walker, up your volume. Is this better now? I just turned up the gain and pushed these little slidey things up a little.
Wow, looks like your mic was struggling.
I think I got it figured out. How am I
Hey,
sounding,
Walker,
guys?
quick question. Are you going through like OBS, or are you going straight from Riverside to Zapstream?
Straight from Riverside, because it like.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, honestly, it works pretty well. Like, you just put in a little, what is it, RTMP or
The RT server,
thing. Yeah. See,
I definitely want to show you.
I don't know these podcasty things.
But Riverside, does it give you the ability to control like each person's audio individually?
I can set like how you max out at, but I just adjusted our volume like on this little Rodecaster thing, and
Gotcha.
I don't know if that actually worked. So if it does,
You sound good for me. You sound about equal to Derek, I think. So,
all right,
Carla,
all right.
say something.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, y'all both sound pretty good.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
I'd like to show you OBS, because that's going to be a rabbit hole that is going to unlock a new
downloaded
man in you.
I did download it because I was like, when I only downloaded it because I saw Zap.stream recommended it.
Yeah.
But I was like, I've already got this Riverside subscription, and then I was like, well, I'll just turn on the live stream option on Riverside, and I'll just do that. Riverside, honestly, like, it works pretty well. I've been fairly pleased with it.
OBS is cool because of all the options, right? Like, you just have
So many, though.
Customize it by
so
anything.
many different things.
Oh, and then also Kieran put or maybe it was him. I don't know if he did it solely, but I don't want to discredit whoever did it. But they have widgets that you can put as a browser source in OBS. So like I have chat. You can actually see chat on my screen, and like if someone zaps you, it pops up, and if it's over 500 sats, it does text to speech. It's pretty sick. I have fun with it.
Dude, that's pretty... Okay, Nostr question. What is... we're obviously using Zap.stream right now, so you can't say that. This is basically like the pet question. What is like an underrated Nostr client or Nostr implementation you've been playing around with that maybe people aren't aware of? Derek, I know you've got some answers. Have you heard of Nostr
He's
Nest?
probably got more. I'm pretty straightforward with my stuff. I just swap between Amethyst
what's
and
your
Damas.
daily driver? Okay.
Me?
Okay.
Daily driver is Damas, but I do enjoy Amethyst. It's just there's a lot going on in Amethyst, which is a good thing, but it's kind of difficult to switch between the two because there's a lot more with Amethyst, and Damas is, I feel like, a little more bare bones. But
Dude, I like Vitor's approach because he came on the Bitcoin podcast, of course, and his approach is like, because he is putting so much in there, but he's basically like, any micro app is going to outcompete me. But that's okay. Like, I want them to outcompete me.
He
but
said
I'm going
that
to put
before.
like, it's awesome.
Yeah.
But did he say it on the Bitcoin podcast?
No, but I remember a year ago whenever he implemented communities. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, do you remember this? A year ago he implemented communities, and it's half-assed in my opinion. Does it work? Yes, but it works half-assed. And he specifically said something along those lines that, I have support for it, but I'm not going to be the best community app out there. Somebody that builds a strictly community app and has all of the bells and whistles and all the features for communities is going to be the better implementation. I at least have, loose support for it. And I think that's the way that almost all the integrations kind of work. Shopster, Zapstream, whatever. The Nests, they all have decent support, but standalone apps are always better.
Tatum, I see you have your hand raised.
Thank you. One thing that I was excited about that kind of fell off, I think, at least from what I saw, it kind of fell off, and then I kind of lost a little interest after a bit, but I was super excited about Impub Cache, because that was like a real easy intro into eCash, but there was still just some quirks and stuff about it being like your in-pub being your native, not key, but it was too much of a jump, I think, to go straight into like the full eCash ecosystem. However, it was really cool as an add-on that you can just zap someone's in-pub.
It's
Not
cool.
zap, but send eCash to in-pub.
It's cool from like a nerdy, geeky, technical standpoint. But the average fucking person that just joins Nostr isn't going to understand any of this, and it's going to make it so confusing for them. Like, it's cool. The fact that, like, technically this can be done, but nobody fucking cares about this. Like, they don't. I'm sorry. It's cool. But
yeah, no, I definitely see it from that point.
You walk up to somebody on the street and be like, yo, you need these 4 apps to be able to post a message and get paid for it. No one's going to do that,
That's where I was like,
man.
dude, I have a whole folder right now of stuff that I have to, like, utilize, and I was like, this is fun for nerds, but it's not fun for, cool. like, regular end users.
I think it's fucking cool, but no, that is the toughest part of onboarding to Nostr, is trying to tell somebody how to send and receive zaps. There's way too many half-ass solutions that work. Like Primal's
what do you
great.
think is the best solution currently?
So that's subjective. I tell people to use
That's
Primal.
why I said, what do you think, Derek? Of course it's subjective.
So
Jesus.
I tell people to use Primal, but people are going to complain and bitch and moan because Primal makes you KYC. There is no easy one-click button solution for non-KYC sending and receiving zaps. If you do not care about that, Primal, because it has a built-in wallet, and it's point and click, it's super simple. But if you want to say, well, I don't want to KYC, why do I have to KYC? Say, oh, you don't have to, but you're going to need these 4 other steps to do it. And that's too much for people to do. Like, I think that we have a lot of work to do on the wallet zap side of things.
I think that's fair. Oh, go ahead, Tatum.
Do y'all remember when I was going to get my Wallet of Satoshi LNURL QR code tattooed on me?
Oh,
I'm so glad I didn't do that.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was a close one.
Let that be a lesson for anyone as well as yourself.
Yeah, exactly. That is a centralization lesson right there.
Apps are fleeting.
Yeah, dude, it's honestly like, it's such a bummer though that so many of these companies like have needed to basically shut down U.S. operations.
Oh yeah, it sucks.
Like that fucking sucks. Like it really does, because, okay, like it or not, custodial Lightning solutions are a much better user experience.
Yes.
Obviously.
Yes, 100%.
Like that's not up for debate. That is a fact. Okay, yes, custodial Lightning is a shitcoin. Okay, but you're still using Bitcoin. Don't keep a shitload of money on there. You're fine. Like
I've always
just
thought of
keep
it
a
as
little
like
bit of
the
money.
cash in my wallet, basically. It's
Yeah.
like, because I mean, if I
Are
need
you
to
the
go,
first one who's ever come up with that analogy, Tatum?
yeah. I think I created it. But yeah, that's. I would use like
Trademark.
right now. I use Albi, which I like Albi. I have pros and cons with Albi, but I do enjoy how they kind of encourage self custody with the limits on what you can send and receive and hold and stuff like that. And they're evident about that. They're not like trying to rug pull you. They're like, hey, we're just going to let you know, like we want to minimize our risk to you. And Albi has a lot of other great features too, but I've always, not always, I went on a roller coaster, but as of late I've been an optimistic bear on or a pessimistic bull on Lightning, because like I want it to work, and it does work, but there are so many issues with UX UI, centralization, just ease of use altogether because of like routing and stuff like that. Like you can have a well-connected node and still have lost routes or whatever, or you can have like the paradox is that you could either have a super broad connected node with, you know, Derek, Walker, Carla, Roya, like just like, oh no, Good thing I have more. You can have really good.
Real quick, we just pulled out the Miller Lights, and Derek had to go off camera. He couldn't handle seeing
I had
a
to go
delicious
get my
beer.
next one. My next one is a Great Lakes Brewing Oktoberfest.
Oh, my name's
Dude, I
Derek. I have a
love-
fridge full of fancy beer because I'm a big fancy man.
Oh, hey Walker, would
I've
you
got
like
a
to go to
corn
the
mask.
store with me and get a pick six with me? There's some
Cool.
craft options. It will only cost about $25.
Anyway, Derek, we love you. But wait, Tatum, continue. So you're talking about the routing issue, yeah?
Yeah, there's a paradox of like I could have 50 channels open with different small nodes like personal connections and stuff like that. But you got to think about the collateral that I have to put up for in and outbound liquidity for those channels. I have to manage that liquidity. I have to make sure that those nodes are still staying up and connected. Or on the inverse side, I can connect to like 3 big nodes like Strike, Wada Satoshi, Albi. But there you go. I just centralized everything that I would be doing on the Lightning Network. So, and it's not just an easy fix of like I'll have 25 personal channels and 2 big channels with these major liquidity providers. It's not as simple as that.
Well, okay. So somebody mentioned in the comments, nickname just said more layers, and I think this actually is kind of like I mean, depending on how you want to look at it, like eCash and federated eCash and Fedimints are like basically another layer like that. I view that as kind of like a layer 3, right? Because they often are using Lightning for like the settlement side, right? And like I think what Fedi is doing is really awesome. Also, Obi Nwasu was of course on the Bitcoin podcast. I don't know if you guys have heard of this show, but anyway, Obi's awesome.
Before,
And, but what I love about what Fedi is doing is that is actually creating like a super unfuckable form of local decentralized communication, and also it is literally like it is peer-to-peer cash, right? Like the way those federations work, they're totally blind. Like the what do they call them, the guardians don't even know who is doing what. Like they're basically just controlling the end balances and and cashing out on the back end. But they've built on within Fedi, they've built communication, obviously messaging as well, which is a complete private black box. So like no government can get into that. So unless you compromise the guardians of a particular federation, like all of a majority of them, you're not going to get in there and you're not going to be able to see. And even the guardians can't see what messages are being sent. So like I think that those types of layers are actually hugely important and end up providing Lightning, like for Lightning to be a good user experience, you're going to have to use something centralized. Like Zeus is pretty good, right? Zeus is pretty good, and like I like the Zeus guys a lot, and I'm not trying to shit on him here. Doesn't work great because like you've got to deal with managing it. You've got to go in there and claim.
So many times I'd be like, Walker, my channel.
Yeah, like okay, I've got like
Fix it.
like people don't want to do that. Like realistically, and you can say like, oh yeah, well, people should want to do that if they care about their sovereignty. And it's like, yeah, but like sovereignty is a spectrum. And just because I think it's most important. The only thing that ultimately matters is the base chain still decentralized and secure? Is Bitcoin layer 1? And beyond that, it's like, okay, I'm comfortable with making certain trade-offs because it's going to increase my ease of use. Like, and perhaps that's not a popular opinion, but like, I don't know. Like, eCash has plenty of trade-offs. Like, you can get rugged by the mint, but also you can have a million mints, which is kind of like awesome. And like even Callie. I thought Callie's name was Kaye. Like for the longest time, like kind of like
really?
a Spanish. Yeah, for the longest time.
Dude,
For the longest
I'm in
time.
the South, so I'm uneducated. So I just always called him Callie.
I met Callie in Riga, and when he introduced himself to me, he's like, "Hey, you're Derek." I was like, "Yeah, what's your name?" He goes, "Oh, I'm Kelly." I was like, "Oh, hey, Kelly, Derek, nice to meet you." and then I'm like, "Oh, cool. I met this nice guy named Kelly." And then then a couple minutes later, I hear him talking about eCash, and I looked at Odell and I said, "Who is that?" And he said, and I was like, "Oh, are you I was like, I thought he told me his name was Kelly. I was like, fuck. And then Odell's like, hey, Kelly, Derek here thought your name was Kelly. And everybody had a good laugh about it. But,
Oh my god! I'm glad we were in the same boat there.
yeah.
But he's the first to admit, like, look, there are trade-offs, like, and there are always going to be trade-offs when you're going off of the base layer. That's okay. Like, it's okay for there to be trade-offs. You can make up your own fucking mind and do what you want to do.
Yeah,
But, like-
hey, by the way, since there are trade-offs, you don't have to use them. You can make your own trade-offs or use something else with different trade-offs.
Yep.
No one's forcing you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I agree.
I think I just tweaked my back right there, by the way.
There we go. There's that bullhorn. See, Tatum, I didn't hit you with the crickets after that, you know? I can also hit you with applause, chimes, trombone, rim shot, or
Whoa.
music.
A rim
bed.
shot?
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah, rim shot. This is...
Oh no, I feel like the girl on Ridiculousness where I just like laugh.
Have you guys ever noticed
the
that,
most...
like... Wait, quick question. You're traveling, like, you like throw on like TV in a hotel room. Why is ridiculousness always like the only thing that's ever
If
available?
you're in a Holiday
Like,
Inn in Ohio,
I don't
it's
entirely mind it.
ridiculousness.
Like, of the things that I could be seeing, like, it's kind of funny. Like Rob Dyrdek's, like, I don't know, he's still just doing
Somehow
his thing.
he's doing
I
a lot
think he's
better
a
than
vamp-
Brian Johnson.
Yeah, he's like a vampire. I'm pretty sure.
The guy who's like, don't die.
Yeah, yeah. You got Tatum. You know who Brian Johnson is, or you just know Man on the Street interview guys?
He's the one who was like doing like transfusions of his son's blood to be younger and like tracks his sleep and erections.
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
He tracks his erections.
Oh yeah. He tracks everything.
That's weird.
He's also
Like-
very open about it, too. Like,
oh yeah.
about
That's
it
the only
all.
reason I know. It's not like he's
yeah,
like
yeah.
him and her DMing. Like he's like, hey, I had 10
like-
erections last
What
night.
the fuck, babe?
So, how many today?
No, I don't know. Yeah, that's something I don't want to track. There's too many.
Hey, okay, wow, that was top rope.
There it
I
is.
want to go back to the conversation we were having about names. Funniest thing happened. I've actually brought this up like
Name.
3 times today.
Oh.
But I was talking to my friend. She's my best friend, and I'm real good friends with her boyfriend too. And I was like, so whose side am I going to stand on? No, wait, no, hold on. Easy. Easy.
Pause.
I
There it
jokingly asked whose side I was going to stand on in their wedding, and then we got into the
And
top
she was like behind me, you know. Hey.
Ayo. That's where you need the air horn.
this.
Anyway, continue with your story about the woman you might be in love with.
No. But we were talking about
Feelings are weird.
like
Tatum.
wedding
It's okay.
parties and stuff, and she was asking about mine. I was like naming friends and stuff, and I was like, Walker America might be in the question. And she's like, who? And I was like, Walker America. And she's like, is that
Dude,
his
I'm
real
honored.
name? I was like, no. And she's like, do you know his real name? I was like, no. And she's like, so you don't know his name, and you want him to stand with you on the biggest day of your life? I was like, yep. Exactly.
Damn, Tit. Now I feel pretty bad for roasting you a few times there. But
It's not even like I'm close to that milestone, so we got time. You can turn your ways around now, so
well,
no more
I
roasting.
mean,
Nostr is how you get groomsmen. Look at that use case.
Apparently.
my
My grooms are
I
going to
would
be
be honored. The
decentralized.
answer is yes.
yes. You heard it here first, folks. Walker is going to be in my wedding. I'm marrying
Yes.
Walker.
Oh my god.
Wait,
If this
hold
doesn't
on.
happen now, it's gonna be awkward. I will
Pause.
literally play this clip on repeat.
Tatum,
Pause.
I might be free. Just saying, you know.
I didn't ask you though, so it's okay.
Damn, that is cold.
Wow. Wait.
Nostr got me a date before.
We just had someone in the chat.
Ooh
say-
la la.
Yeah, Nostr got me a date before. I don't know what Nostr is, but Nostr got
If
me
you
a
can
date
explain
before.
how in very meticulous step by step, that'd be great. Thank you.
Yeah, I just asked for
you
an
need some
explanation.
pointers, Tatum.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you
Step
do
one.
it?
Anyway, what was that?
Step one is
what-
you
what's
have
the
to zap the girl, Tatum. You have to send fat zaps.
Last time I did that, I got scammed.
Was it an OnlyFans
cat
girl?
Explain.
No, just kidding. I made that up.
Did you though? I mean, Tatum?
So, let's talk about mining. That's always fun.
So
Is
right
mining
now, everybody is
centralized, Tatum?
spinning up like an alt account to message like Tatum about mining. Like, hey, I'm a cute girl. I see you home mine. Like, oh, I love it.
Oh
Hi,
my
Tatum.
God.
I hear mining is super centralized. Do you want to like talk? Oh,
Yeah,
man.
so basically, if you are running, it's like, damn, she caught me. She got me right where it hurts. She.
Oh,
She.
damn.
But
Damn.
Yeah, I think mining is starting to get more decentralized. By the way, in case anyone was wondering,
It's because of my bid axe I have sitting out in the other room, isn't it?
I appreciate
Every
your
time I
contribution,
see
brother.
someone stories about that, I'm like, it could be me.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait. Tatum, do you mind? Do you mind at home? Like, do you- 'cause-
Yes.
Yeah. What rigs you running, brother?
Of course he does.
I have a few S9s that I turn on and off intermittently at my apartment, and then I steal power from my father to mine on a couple of S17s that are still operational, and then I also just have several other 110 volt stuff that I play around with every now and then I do host a few J Pros, and I'm wanting to get a 21, but it's pretty expensive right now.
How much?
What are they running these days?
That's actually a good question. Now I hadn't checked the price in a few months, but they were. Let's see, L7s. Yep, I want an L7. I would like to mine some Litecoins. T21, nope. XP 21 right now is about $4,000.
Damn.
Okay, damn.
Wait, we've got
Yeah.
another guest in here, and while Derek is
do.
figuring out his audio, he's going to switch to a really shitty version of his
There's a
audio, just so
lot
you
of
guys know. I'm
background
just going to
noise.
warn you in advance. So we
Well,
were
that or-
troubleshooting this, but
Yeah, that
no,
doesn't have to participate. You want to
Guys,
participate?
Oh no,
we're kidding.
that feels harsh. That feels harsh. Bring him in.
All right,
bring him in.
we'll bring
Tell
him in the
about the date.
conversation.
But wait, so real quick, while you're doing that, NPub 1826V365 says regarding getting a date on Nostr, Farfalica. Farfalica. Okay, sorry. Farfalica. Asked if anyone was
Farfellatio? Oh,
Tatum, easy.
Sorry.
This
Easy.
was a game of goddamn telephone.
Asked if anyone was going to a Bitcoin meetup. I volunteered and then used my 6'6" space bum charm, and next thing you know, winky face.
What's a space bum?
I'm
I don't
guessing-
know, but
I'm
I'm
picturing.
6'4". I missed it by 2 inches. Damn it.
Damn. I'm guessing probably NPub 1826V365.
By the way,
is
it's
it
Craig the
safe to say you have
Space
a man
Bum.
bun?
The Craig the Space Bum is his username. Sometimes it doesn't. The
Oh,
inputs
it's
don't
not. It's not
change.
rendering for
Yeah.
me. Okay.
Yeah,
It's
Okay.
Craig the Space
Okay.
Bum. Bum
Well,
bum
fuck
check.
me.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Do-do-do-do.
There you go.
There it is.
So
There it is.
every
Hey, can
time
I- can
that
I-
sound
can-
goes off, we have to drink. You need a
Yeah,
beer,
it's
sir.
true.
Can I say something?
Please do, Tatum.
Oh, yeah. Let her rip.
Robert Breedlove is a dumb person's idea of a smart person.
Tatum, you just stole me saying that from about Charles Hodgkinson, didn't you? Did you just steal my
No,
line?
I
Did you
never
say that?
heard you say that. Did you say that about Charles? I legitimately
Charles
did not.
Constantine? What are we talking about that shitcoiner for?
Oh, because well, this is why I think Tatum may have he may be plagiarizing me right now, which I'm fine with. Tatum, it's open source,
Yeah, whoa.
free and open source
I would
software
admit it.
or satire. Okay, Tatum, I'll let this one slide. But you owe me 69 sats. But I basically said like Charles Hodgkinson is what dumb people think smart people should sound like. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
No one's ever said that
I don't.
before.
I think I'm the first one. Just like Tatum, he used that brilliant
guys
analogy
are
he
both
created.
so
No,
earlier.
listen. So I actually did steal that, but not from you. It was from Kenny DeGiglio.
Who is Kenny DeGiglio?
Get Kenny in here.
He's the greatest guy ever. He fat shamed me to get skinny.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah. By the way, dude, you're looking good. By the way, dude. We didn't call this out because you've been on a journey.
Thank you.
You want to talk about it?
So it all started when I was born. Life just kind of started sucking immediately. Then I had to pay taxes, and yeah, I've been hate lifting a lot lately, and it's true what they say that when you go to the gym, you feel happier, even if it doesn't feel happy in the moment afterward. It's like, oh, maybe I do want to live for the next few days, and we'll see about it again. But yeah, I just lift shit, and I say that my whole family dies if I don't, and that typically works. So.
Jesus Christ.
Well, you look good, Tatum. I'm proud of you.
You look great.
I'm
Thank
happy
you.
for
Thank
you,
you.
man. Keep up the great work.
I'm trying, but now I'm drinking beer, so we'll see what happens there.
Fine.
They're Miller-
No,
they're Miller
it's
Lights.
fine.
They're perfectly
beer is
balanced.
actually good for you. Beer is actually a salad, right? Because there's hops in it.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
there's,
love that.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's
Beer
just
is
a
a
salad.
salad.
Yeah. You're all right.
Yeah, and also I'm
But we're all
traveling home
carnivores,
for the
so
week,
ooh.
and so it's like anytime I come home, I definitely eat a little bit worse because like
There's so
visiting
much good
family, they're
food.
Yeah, it also is so much good food.
Like
I had
way better food.
I had a hell of a steak. There's a place in Hattiesburg called Sully's, and it is probably top 3 steaks I've ever had. I wish that I could like give you all a fresh one right here, because it is what's going on here? This is super. Anyway,
Wait,
y'all come down to
I was
Mississippi. I'll take y'all to Sully's.
I was just yawning.
yeah.
I honestly hate beer. So
Derek.
I'm gonna be right back.
Okay, Carla's gonna go get some wine.
Get some more vino, some
She'll
Peony
be
Lane
back.
wine, maybe.
Ooh.
We actually, because I fucking love Ben Justman, and I love what he's doing, and he was
Top
actually
10
on.
dude of all time.
He was actually on the Bitcoin podcast, shockingly, which is just crazy if you guys have heard of that show at all.
Once
But
or twice this
Yeah.
past hour.
yeah, that's crazy. It's amazing. It's just the words getting out there. A lot of people are saying it's actually the fastest growing Bitcoin podcast in the world, and nobody has the data to refute
That's
that.
actually probably true. Yeah.
I think it actually is, yeah. But either way, I'm going to keep saying it. But we got one of his limited, like 21 bottles, because I was like, fuck it, I've never
Yeah.
spent this much on a bottle of wine in my life. But if I'm going to, I'm going to
It's
fucking
gonna be
spend.
this.
Yeah, it's going to be on Ben Justman's wine, because like he's an awesome dude. What he's doing is amazing, and like his wine's fucking great. Like it really is. Like, and he does it like as all naturally as you possibly can. Like he educated me a lot just about like how much shit is in most of the shelf wine that you
don't
see.
know. You don't realize it until someone like Ben tells you, and then you look at like the next bottle that you get from the store, and you're like, oh, this is poison.
Dude,
Fuck,
his
why
wine's
is
really
so
good.
much poison? Like,
And-
why is
and,
so much of this shit poison?
I had the Walker. His was the Satoshi's Reserve bottle as well. We had it 2 months ago or so, and dude, it was really good. Like
Wait,
it's the most expensive wine I probably ever bought, but it was really good.
Was this one of the ones he auctioned off on Scarce City, or was this just part of the new reserve collection?
The new reserve collection. Well, actually, I didn't buy it. One of my buddies bought it, but yeah, we got a case of his wine for a seafood boil party we had at my house
Nice.
there a couple months ago, and so we had all of his wine, and then we had the Satoshi Reserve, and oh my god, I'm not a huge wine connoisseur, so you can't ask me about like the notes and other stuff, right? Like I'm a beer guy, but it was
Wait.
damn good wine.
Pause, you guys.
Pause.
I agree. We have a special guest that is joining us here in a second. Oh wait, it just went away. Hold on. Oh, okay.
His name is Jeroen. He's right here. Say hi, Jeroen.
No, you want to know who it is?
No,
Hey,
no.
Jeroen. What's that?
I didn't know that's how you say that.
Hey, Jeroen. We're going to introduce you in a second, too. Well, or just introduce right now. We have Rockstar joining us right now.
No way! Yes! What's up,
yes.
buddy?
Rockstar Dev, Uncle Rockstar, Uncle
Uncle. This
has
Rockstar, as
turned
the
into a
Romanians
party.
would say.
The party captain of Nostr and Bitcoin. God, I miss him.
Uncle, can you hear us? Uncle?
This is
Hear me
actually
now?
pretty sad.
No, he's going to be here. Hold
no,
on.
it's all right. He's just
What if he just
he's
trolled
just
you?
getting ready. It takes him a while to sum up all of his power. Oh, he left.
Oh, he'll be back. Okay, but well, even if he doesn't come back,
probably needs to get a
we
Bud
can
Light.
say we had Uncle Rockstar in
Briefly.
the live stream
Briefly.
just for a moment.
That guy is
Okay,
so
we're gonna
cool.
get him back, dude. He's one
Oh,
of the.
absolutely. I love Rockstar. He's a super nice guy, super friendly, fun. Like, love being at an event and Rockstar is there just to hang out with him and share time with him, beverages, food with him. He's a great person.
Oh, and he can
I
share
had
those
never
beverages.
met him. I had
Yeah,
never
you know
met
what I
him
mean.
in my entire life, and then I got to Costa Rica, and he just hit me up. He was like, "Hey, if you got X amount of money, you can just hop on our bus to get to Uvita." I was like, "Okay, cool, thanks, man." And I paid him. And I can't actually remember if I was on that bus or not. It was all a blur, but he was just so welcoming, and I had never met him. I was like, "Cool."
Yeah, that was in Costa Rica. That was the first time I met him as well. But then since then,
I miss Costa Rica.
We met at a Big Block Boom, I think.
Yeah, I think we met Rockstar at BitBlock Boom, and then
Then we emceed TabConf.
yeah, TabConf is also like
That's like one of my favorite.
it's a hugely like underrated, but like purposefully underrated. Like they don't actually like actively advertise it because they're like we don't like want a ton of people here. But it was like the highest signal conference, like because it's also like it's
Andy
all
was like the biggest parties.
yeah. Wait, we gotta bring you closer.
These
'Cause
good
that's-
mics
the
are so good, you have to be
TabConf's
right on top of them.
TabConf is a little more dev focused, right? Or am I
A
wrong
lot
there?
more. It's extremely
Okay.
technical.
Gotcha.
But that's
Yeah.
why like you learn so much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
no.
wanted to go, but I hadn't been able to make it. But it looks real fun, and that was actually one of my coworkers. His first conference was TabConf last year, and I was like, I hope you know that like this is a little more technical. And he's like, oh no, it's fine. And he went. He's like, it was great, but I was definitely in over my head. I was like, yeah, well that's did you learn stuff? He's like, yeah, of course. I was like, all right, there you go.
The year we went, I remember it was really funny because I didn't know who Paul Stortz was, like anything about him. And like he was just like a very intense guy in the audience. And like kind of yelled at Walker, and I was like, "Who is this guy?" And then I was like, "Oh, that's Paul Stortz."
He later apologized for yelling at me, which I actually appreciated. And yeah, to be fair, I was live tweeting
But like
everything
everything
as
was
was
just like
happening,
over my head.
and then I did not bring him a microphone fast enough when he was trying to give some audience comment, and he did not appreciate that. But I do appreciate very much that he apologized for being a bit of a dick in that moment. He was like, "I've actually thought about this a lot, and I'm really sorry." I'm like, "Oh, dude, I hope you didn't think about it too much." Like, and like,
Hey,
I
we're all
brushed it right
good.
off, but like, I appreciate that you said sorry. You know, it's most people wouldn't. Oh, we had Rockstar for a moment again, and we lost him. The anticipation is killing me.
that's okay
He's-
because I had some audio problems in the beginning. It took me some time to figure it out. So these technical difficulties.
Well,
they,
why doesn't Derek do the intro?
You know,
Yeah, well,
the intro?
Can you introduce your?
Introduce my friend Jeroen. Okay, so
Yeah.
this is Jeroen. He is the Nostr intern, the official Nostr intern. He'll explain in a minute what that means. But Jeroen is well known around the Nostrverse. He has helped me out at Prague, run the Nostr booth in Prague. He helped me out in Riga, run the Nostr booth in Riga. Recently, he spearheaded the initiative at Nostrdam to do a bunch of Nostr events at Bitcoin Amsterdam, as well as manage the booth there and everything like that. And he's in the United States visiting from the Netherlands for a short amount of time, and he stopped by to hang out with his good friend Derek, and here he is.
That's
I just
awesome.
want to point out. Hey, I don't know if you know, but I'm the director of HR at Damus HQ. I don't think that we have him on payroll.
Do they know
that?
I have some
Yeah.
complaints.
Vanessa actually assigned me
An unpaid internship is what you're saying. Yeah.
All right, my hands are clean.
Oh man. Well, okay. So, will you eventually intern for all Nostr companies? I don't know what this Nostr is. These guys keep talking about, but is the goal to intern
out.
for all of them?
No, this was a one-time thing. Maybe, but I've got to keep that under wraps.
We're gonna put him to work.
Tatum, you are like licking your chops. You're like, I've got a new hire here.
He actually
Gotta-
works for a Bitcoin mining
competition.
company now, Tatum. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh,
or not.
really?
Yeah.
What company? If he's okay with it disclosing. If not, that's fine.
The company is called Bitcoin Brabant. It's a small company in the Netherlands.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
Sick. I
Wait.
work for Bitcoin Mine.
Yes.
Hey,
There
Rockstar! What's up, brother? I love
Yeah,
the
can you hear me
backdrop.
well?
and I love the silhouette.
Yes.
We got you, man.
I feel like this is like an iPhone commercial.
Yes,
Dude, that's super
what
sick.
He's gonna start dancing around with his iPod Mini.
With the earbuds,
Well,
the
I mean, I
earbuds you can
can't-
see. Yeah.
You can see
Dude.
earbuds.
See,
Yeah.
I might not like Apple, but I know the commercials.
These
That's
are
good
not
marketing.
Apple. Yeah, but I don't know. I can't top you, Derek. I mean, look at that corn
Look at the
mask.
corn mask.
Oh my God,
Like,
phenomenal.
It's corn time.
corn time.
God damn it. Oh my God.
I'm glad I'm bringing that much excitement here. So,
We wanted you
Congratulations
here,
on
Uncle.
2.0 launch. Yesterday,
Yeah.
right?
oh yeah. 2 days ago. No, 2 days ago. Yeah, today is Friday, right? Sorry, I can't tell from all the. Oh, look at that. From all the traveling. So, my God. Listen, this is how we onboard people on Nostr. If you keep with this show and then people can actually join Nostriches, I think that will be very popular. So-
So Rockstar, I appreciate you because you Carla like showed me the,
I was like,
the
hey,
reply you
look.
left. It's like, you should let people join. And I sent you an encrypted message using all of my encryption powers. And now you're here. And
Yeah.
I'm glad that you're here. It's good to see you. You're looking good. You're looking thin. Like, you've been working out?
No. I've been traveling. That's what's happening. So you saw that I was in Puerto Rico and then New York, right?
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is that wasn't me. So what's starting to happen now is that people are starting to dress up as me, especially for Halloween. And they're sending
amazing.
me
I didn't even
pictures
think
in.
that would have been a great costume.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do
Wait,
that
I-
next year.
I
Goes
really
Rockstar.
Wait, that's kind of amazing, though. Like, also the best OPSEC defense, like, ever. Like, literally, people are just being you. Like, you're everywhere at once. This is kind of, it's like what is it? Like fucking Negan from Walking Dead, you know? It's like, we're all Negan. Like, Carla hasn't gotten that far in
Yeah, I was
Walking
like,
Dead
who?
yet, so just no spoilers, please, guys. Just keep it down low. That's awesome, though.
I don't know about Walking Dead, but I guess I'm like walking alive or whatever I am. Because where is it? It's on my feed somewhere.
That
And
sounds like a little plane.
notice that I'm showing X. Like this is gonna trigger so many people.
Oh my god!
But
I hope
Close your eyes.
if Odell is watching this, please forgive me.
He just keeled over. He just had a heart attack.
I believe
Yeah.
Odell still live streams to YouTube though, so he's not
Oh,
Nostr
yeah.
only live streaming. I'm just saying.
That's a good
I think
picture.
Titcoin Podcast is the only Nostr only live stream Bitcoin podcast out there, and many people are saying it's the fastest growing. So I don't know.
Many people were saying it.
The best
Many
people.
people were saying it.
Man, no, but you know who this is? It's Parker. Web
Oh, that's
Birdie.
Parker? No way. That's
Oh.
He's
Yeah.
taller than you. That makes sense, but that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
That it looks like you. That looks like you.
Oh.
and
I
then
legit thought that was you. I'll be honest. When I saw that picture, I was like, oh wow,
yeah.
dude, amazing.
Dude,
We are all
that is the best
Rockstar.
costume I've seen.
We are Rockstar.
well.
We are Legion.
Weirdly, there you go. This is me in Lugano. Efrat took this picture, but this one was hilarious down here from Puerto Rico because I received few DMs of people asking me to join their parties and.
You weren't actually there. That is insane.
You sent doubles.
Well, this one, see, arrived to Puerto Rico ready for BitDevs tonight.
Dude,
Is
I-
that
That's
actually
the
you?
plane.
Yeah, with the plane. No, like you see the hair. I'm Vin Diesel.
This is
Well, yeah.
This is the first time realizing that this is not you because I
Whoa.
remember seeing that. I was
That's
like, "Damn, Rockstar is so
hilarious.
cool."
It's like when you read words that are misspelled, but you know the word. It's like just enough.
Whoa.
No, that's awesome. And I'm also sad that I haven't thought about doing this. Like, I'm gonna work on this. I'm gonna fix it, Rockstar. Don't worry.
Derek,
No, no,
we've seen your
listen.
true face now, Derek.
Orange wigs for
Not just your
everyone.
corn
I-
mask.
I was
You're
getting
corn
too
man now.
hot. That my face is probably all red still. Like it was hot under there, man. I couldn't do it any longer. I did it for an hour and like 20 minutes. That's enough.
Derek,
Dude, I
you're
love
corn
that
man.
his.
Yeah, I agree with Rockstar.
Sorry.
I really like how you now have a catchphrase, and it's corn time.
It's corn time.
Last year, Steven Lupka dressed up as me for a party, and I didn't expect anyone to dress up as me, but he made a video, and it was the most like combination of Steven Lupka and Tatum Turnup I've ever seen, and I almost cried laughing. It was so funny. But,
no, I'm joking about this a bit, but I do think there is something to using accessories that can make others look like you, because this can be something fast developers explore as the nation state pressure increases. And you may have, like, I'm an uncle, I give my GitHub account to 5 developers, so they hold github.com/rockstardev, and they contribute to different repositories, while it's like, oh, sue someone, okay, sue uncle, and he'll deal with it, or I need to go to jail, okay, please, don't get me to jail, but if I need to go...
you're hiring fall guys is what you're saying.
No, I will be the fall guy, man. I mean, you saw how well the prison is going for SBF. He has a gang already, so...
Does he really?
I want that. Oh, you haven't seen that photo?
No. Is he like
Let's
promising
get
them
it.
a bunch of money afterwards? Is that like with the...
Jamie, pull up
Damn.
the photo.
Listen, dude, just give me... if you give me your money, I promise you that it's going to be completely safe, first of all, and also it's going to grow exponentially over our sentence. I promise you that.
I mean, you kind of sound sailor-like, so I don't know if I should trust you. He's like, give me 42 billion. Yeah, let me buy it. So...
Man.
He said the number, the 21 number.
Oh, okay. Let's go. You ready for this? This
Yes.
is how Uncle will be. Boom.
Oh, I
See?
did see that. I did see that.
Yeah. So, Sam.
I don't know if he's in charge of that. It looks like he might be
Yeah, I
a
don't know.
bitch.
I don't think that's his gang. Like,
I think there's a gang, but a different type of gang happening.
Yeah.
It rhymes with gang.
oh,
Starts with the
Okay,
same letter as Bitcoin.
we'll switch to CZ
Awesome.
photos, I guess.
Okay,
We'll
all right.
switch to-
CZ buffed up in
Yeah.
prison, dude.
oh, he did.
SBF like
I
got
didn't
fatter.
see the buff
CZ's like, no, I'm gonna get jacked up.
He was only there for like 4
yeah, like-
months.
I
Probably a
have
nice
to respect
vacation for
CZ
him,
a little
honestly.
bit.
I feel like
Yeah, I
CZ was
don't-
like, oh, finally I can rest. Like I can sleep.
Hey, go, Rockstar, go to
plan.
his X profile, because he recently posted a picture that he was talking about doing. He apparently did like 300 push-ups a day or something like that.
Damn.
No, we're only
it's
supposed to do 100 a day.
I think he's trying to prove something. Look at his chest, dude. Look at his chest.
Oh,
He
yeah.
is huge.
Oh, those are some pectoralis majors if I've ever seen
Huge is
him.
an overstatement.
He's got that. He's
I
got
mean-
that like.
Well,
that
okay,
that
Carla,
Bruce
I mean,
Lee
you have
energy,
Walker, so yeah.
Yeah.
Bro's getting some chesticles.
Nice.
No,
Chesticles
no.
is a great word.
Find someone
Chesticles.
that looks at you the way this guy looks at CZ. Look at that.
What is happening there? Oh my
Trash. Yeah.
god! Amazing.
Anyways.
Rockstar.
Boom. Yeah.
What wisdom does our favorite uncle have for us? What have you learned in your most recent travels? What is the wisdom of the day for you?
The wisdom of the day. I mean, you kind of put me on a spot here, but
I'm sorry.
Wow, dude.
Okay. In the meantime,
break your chains. Break your chains. That's maybe the thing, because I was in chains of MicroStrategy stock, going up and down by too much in all the different retirement accounts. So instead of thinking, whether will it go up or will it go down, I exited it all, made a little index fund for me, and I can focus on my GitHub commit streak and joining beautiful podcasts like this, making sure that we support Parker with his November 4th premiere, or like that, Paid in Bitcoin, another documentary he did. So yeah, break the chains. That's
Sounds
what I
good.
would go with.
You know,
Hey, can I
put
say
you on the
something
spot and
along
you just
those
nailed it,
lines?
Rockstar.
I just
Sure.
wanted to say
Will
something
it be
along
as
those
cool
lines.
as what Rockstar just said, though?
Well, because I want to see if I plagiarize this or not, Mister. Oh, you're the first person to say that, because I think I was the first person to say this. Sacrifice convenience. Until then, you're not free. That's my mantra that I always leave people with.
That's pretty slick, actually. Who'd you steal it from?
I knew, and I think
There
it
should
just
be an
came to
asterisk.
me. It came to me in an Adderall bender or something like that. I don't know.
No, listen, there is a huge value in chains. I may be now going back a little bit on my advice, but I also use that metaphor of a train that's not on a train tracks, like you put it on some kind of field. Like, it's free, but it can't go anywhere. So if there are chains in your life that are moving you forward, or you have committed, you have simply said, hey, I promise I will be in this committed relationship, this marriage for life.
This old ball and chain over here, am I
Yes,
right, guys?
yeah. But
I'm just
that
kidding.
then allows universe to send you signals through that person, because you have committed. And in a year, you reevaluate and see, hey, am I getting forward? Well, there you go. Am I getting forward? Is this person also happy? Is everyone well? Like, no, okay, time to break the chains and do something else, because, yeah, maybe you made a mistake. But that's the thing I found is I had way too many chains, all from some previous relationships, and I was always doubting, like, oh, am I doing the right thing here and there? No, it's just break the chains, move forward, have fun, and encourage everyone to do that. So, yeah.
Is anyone else
Wow.
hearing Fleetwood Mac? Because that's going through my head.
That's why I cued the applause. Tatum's in an interesting place. He's trying to break the chains with his. He's in love with his best friend, but he's also best friends with her boyfriend right now. So I think that's kind of what you're talking about, right? Is
It's
like
complicated. yeah.
Exactly.
yeah,
But
There's
actually,
no complications whatsoever.
No.
on what
So
Rockstar
how-
said, though,
wait.
just like a similar thing that I actually read the other day, which is, it's like if you're on the wrong train and you know you're on the wrong train, the longer you take to get off, the longer the trip back is going to be. So like when you talk about like breaking the chains, I kind of think about that. It's like you got to get off the train or the trip back is going to be even longer if you know you're going in the wrong direction. So
It reminds me of this time we were in Japan on our honeymoon, and
okay, but I was talking about it metaphorically.
yeah, but this is like actually a real story, and we
did get on a wrong train.
The trains
in
are super
Japan.
nice in Japan, and we did
And
get,
they're all on time by like the
always
minute.
on time. It's not like Chicago, it's like, no, that train is on fucking time. And we get on the wrong train. We didn't know this, and we're settled down in our little seats in the green compartment.
They were like
'cause
2
we
minutes
paid for
apart.
the nice ones. And it turns out we'd gotten on the wrong train. We didn't know this person, so we were all settled in. We're nice.
I'm having
and
a
this very
bento
nice
box.
older Japanese man, the guy taking tickets comes by, and we give him our tickets. Okay, thank you. And he's like, no, wrong train, and just like
And I'm
yells
like,
at us,
what?
and we're like, oh shit, I think he means we're on the wrong train. Like anyway, the longer we were on that train, if he wouldn't have gotten us off, if he wouldn't have yelled wrong train
We
in
would
our
have been like
face,
in rural Japan.
so
We made it halfway there. It was
I
pretty long.
think that was really the moral of the story. Listen to wise old Japanese men when they tell you that you're on the wrong train.
No,
right?
it's if you're already on it, even though it's hard, you have to get off while you still can, because the longer you wait, the more distance and ground you have to cover to get back where you started.
Yeah,
Well-
and I am Japanese, so yeah,
Yeah.
He is,
great.
yeah.
Alliance.
It's funny. I don't know if you guys know this, but Uncle Rockstar came on this little show called the Bitcoin Podcast. You may have heard of it.
People
It's
are saying that that's the fastest growing Bitcoin podcast out right
best.
now. I've
that's
heard
what they're
that.
saying. It's a lot of people are saying it. But we were actually live in Japan. You can tell by the setting that we were in. It was lovely, actually. Yeah, I like the sitting on the floor, and all the plants that are involved. So, Derek, you've been a little quiet now that you don't have your corn mask on. I
It's
feel
because
like
he spit his drink out.
Well, there was an incident where my drink had to be evacuated, and it went all over my desk and all over my crotch, and it just...
Whoa!
all right, Derek, take
I
it
mean,
easy.
we're
Why would
missing
you
the
have
main
to-
content, Derek. That
Why did
was
you have to
literally-
point that specific part out?
Because
right
I
there?
wanted
That
to
is-
entice you a little bit, Tatum.
I mean, it worked. Everyone's intrigued. They're all engaged.
Yeah.
crotch
Everyone's got a
still
visual
wet?
right now of me
Fair
with a wet
point.
crotch, and that's what I was going for.
Yeah, wow. I don't know where we go from here, guys.
Of course, to Tatum's best friend, that his future girlfriend and wife. We didn't finish that conversation.
Yeah, true,
So
Tatum.
Tatum,
True.
yeah.
No.
She's getting married.
To Tatum.
We already
I know.
discussed this. I'm marrying Walker. Okay.
Tatum,
That,
does she
Oh,
watch
boy.
the Bitcoin podcast?
no.
Oh, then you're safe. She won't ever find out your secret.
Oh, I see that
That's so
Rockstar has
cute.
something up there.
No, that's so cute. Like, it reminds me when I was a kid, there was this 28-year-old woman that I was, I guess, in love with, and then she was getting married, and I was so upset, and I was 6, so. So most of the wedding was me, and like consoling me. It was like, calm down, little rock star.
Hey,
So-
quick question,
so Tatum,
Rockstar,
if you
was
need
this-
help, yeah.
This
I'm there,
person
man.
was this person like a celebrity or something?
No, it was like neighbor next door.
Oh.
She, like a
It
nice
wasn't
blonde
like a
girl.
celebrity
yeah.
crush. It was just
The girl next
just
door.
like a local
wow,
crush.
wow.
Yeah, the girl next
That's
door.
funny.
But
Ugh.
yeah, that's Uncle. Keep going. You will see me messaging you all to help our man Parker promote this documentary, and then need to see if we manage to get some shots with Walker, because you, Walker, and Carla, you were amazing on stage in Nashville. And
Oh,
then
thank you.
They have
Stop.
good chemistry, right? Like they do a good job.
I
Hell
hope
of a
so.
job.
A lot of people don't realize we're married. It's really funny.
Well,
The
have y'all
best
evaluated
MCs.
it each year,
Well,
like Rockstar suggested?
We have a performance review
Yeah, yeah.
on our
Annual
anniversary.
reviews.
On our
You just
anniversary,
need
we're
to
like,
do a
all right.
little more on stage affection, a little kiss from time to time. Let
I
people
scored a
know.
69 on my performance review, so I think I'm doing all right. You know what I
Wait
mean?
a second. I don't want to
Okay,
celebrate
okay.
that in context.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, dude, one of the hardest shots I've ever seen was from, I guess it was Bitcoin 23. I put it in that that weird back video that I made when you two were walking out. Y'all both look killer. I mean, y'all look like y'all needed to be there. And then Walker just goes to an audience member. I
What
was
a
like,
ham.
this is the coolest thing ever.
Honestly, I didn't
y'all
even
need to-
remember.
Y'all need to get AI to touch that up and hang that
Maybe,
up. That was a good.
You know, I when you posted that, I was like, oh damn, like, because obviously, like, we don't like see what we look like up there on
Thank
stage.
God.
You know, like we're just we're doing a job. We're also shout out to McShane, Alex McShane, because he runs and X Frog, who's also back there.
Yeah, we have a
running
great
shit.
backstage crew.
Man, that
Two
crew
insane
is awesome,
people, dude.
Absolutely.
It makes a whole difference. Like, I wouldn't do like emceeing if it wasn't such a cool and like
Yeah.
very professional, awesing crew back there.
Watching
you get to meet
X-Frog
cool
like
people.
just own that shit, the whole entire
I
production
basically
is
won't work
amazing.
unless X Frog is there.
No,
Oh yeah.
Honestly, if
He's
X
been
Frog
at
is
every
not going to
conference
your
I've
event,
done.
it's count it off, write it off.
Yeah.
the first time we worked with him was at TabConf, and he.
No, it's unconfiscatable.
Oh shit! It was on. Well, okay, but we weren't like emceeing it unconfiscatable. We just did the scammies.
That's where we met.
Yeah, yeah. And X Frog's the fucking man. But like at TabConf, I remember he got upgraded to this absurd room, like really giant room. Like it was like, I don't know, huge, and many rooms within this room. And he throws a party there, and he literally is up like he slept
Every
I think
night.
for maybe 20 minutes.
TabConf is
like,
the craziest
and then he just like he took like a nap, just rolled right into the stage, starts fucking setting shit up. Everything goes perfectly, of course. He's always checking the mics. Are they working? Yes, they're perfect. X-Frog's got it. But like, man, that dude just nobody hustles harder than X-Frog at a conference. It's so impressive.
Do y'all remember whenever I was giving?
I mean, I would say when it comes to that, maybe this. I have few candidates who hustle harder. How about these people?
Oh, look at that!
So,
I mean, I'm a
Shout out
hustler.
women.
OG Nick's
Yeah.
panel. I love it.
That was a great impromptu panel.
yeah,
it was.
and
It was
then
fun.
I'd
Look.
like to claim credit for naming that panel Nips IRL, or maybe Carla did actually. I might be plagiarizing her like Tatum does.
Hold on.
I don't have any IP.
Love
Just
I have
NIP.
story to
Family
tell
love
on
right
that
here.
one.
And
Wait.
Kieran as well.
Yeah,
This
Kieran.
dude, that whole
What a time.
Nostrika was like surreal in the best possible way. That was really cool.
Quick thing about Nostr and X-Frog before we get off of it. I remember whenever I was giving the mining demonstration, I had power and I plugged it in, and I was like, and that's mining. Well, I don't have any Ethernet, so it's actually not doing anything right now. X-Frog's just like, hey, I have an Ethernet cord. And I was like, no way. And so I plugged it in, and then I got a notification on my phone that my miner was in. I was like, I'm mining in the Costa Rican jungle right now. That's pretty sick.
That's awesome.
That is amazing. Oh man,
Look at our hero X-Frog here in the back.
dude.
Blocked. My arm.
Yes.
Wait, Rockstar, what was the story you had? You said you had a story.
No, but it is hilarious how Reverend Hoddle blocks X-Frog.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
then
that
you
is
too. Yeah. Story. I guess for that story, I need to get back to the picture of Nip's IRL panel. So you guys know how after Nostrika we had just a streak of Nostr events, and then one of them ended up being Nostrville.
Yeah.
So
Nostrville's great.
Nostrville was great, but one of the biggest Nostr promoters, supposedly, Matt Odell, finds that there is Nips IRL panel and calls me and is like, hey, Rockstar, like, what the hell? Man, I gave you, ability to influence agenda, and you put Nips IRL and all females on a panel. Like, are you insane? And I'm like, whoa, wait. No. Like, we're canceling it. I don't want to be canceled. I'm like, no, man, let me tell you, it's a thing from Nostrika, and it's a females agreed to do it.
Odell
that
was
way.
trying to censor.
Yeah.
Females?
So you guys can
Females?
check
It
this.
wasn't
Yeah,
gonna
you can
be
fact check
well-received.
this that he wanted to cancel
Yeah.
Nips
Wow.
IRL.
This is
He
breaking.
was-
I
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah.
we're
This
on
is
the
Breaking news.
I feel like we're on
Breaking
the
news.
dictator, or was it the dictator, or no? What's the one where the interview where they figure out that Eminem's gay, like live, and they're like, call the press. That's funny.
Can someone tweet or note this in all caps, please?
I'm literally
All
doing
caps.
it
Yeah,
right
there
now.
we go.
Breaking.
Okay,
Odell tried to
breaking.
censor Nips IRL panel of
We just figured out that
women.
Odell's trying to censor us.
This is
Yeah.
gonna
Someone call the
ripple
press, but-
through the industry.
Yeah.
This is honestly shocking. This is really shocking. And I expected better, Odell. I really did. I did it in all
Well-
caps. Breaking. Odell tried to censor Nips IRL panel of
Why
women.
is he anti-nips? I mean, I'm confused.
I should add that. Why is he anti-Nips? Yeah, perfect.
I'm vehemently pro Nips.
We should all be pro nips.
Well,
amen to that.
I actually am pro nips. I am. Many of them.
Okay.
I like a lot of the nips. I do.
Okay. Uncle needs to sacrifice.
You gonna show
The
you gonna show us some nips?
There we go.
Yeah.
The calls.
are
That
out.
was the
All right,
last thing
say-
for me.
Oh boy.
Well, Carla,
Here we go.
There will definitely have people joining Nostr. So,
Unlike Odell, I won't censor women's nips. And Here I thought he stood for free speech and freedom of the nip. But
Free the nipple.
honestly, this is kind of like, this is breaking news. And this is it's a little bit disheartening, I'll be honest. Like, I don't know. I
Hey,
guess.
can y'all do this with your nips?
Oh boy.
I would show
That's pretty
more,
good.
but I'm not going to.
You're so
actually.
far. You're like the screen's like 10 feet from
Oh.
me. I can't see a thing.
Hey,
Well,
here he is.
I'm making
There-
my
dude,
tits
Tatum,
bounce.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Oh
You sure
I like
are.
it, Tatum.
All right, now it's a party.
It's corn time.
Matt Odell would censor those nips.
Matt Odell, come and take it.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
I'm
off
actually about
before
to-
I start even bigger party, and it seems you are as well. So the secret is out. Tatum, we're going together to be naked with our nips.
Matt Odell hates this.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one secret Matt Odell doesn't want you to know.
We need to get the bugle on this.
Yeah, this Bitcoin Bugle, they do great reporting, by the way. I'd like to shout out to those guys. It's awesome. Like,
A
as
lot
a
of
lover of
people
satire.
shit on MSM, but the Bugle has given reliable information and very timely stories consistently. So take that, losers.
Yeah,
Got him.
suck
I
it.
gotta find the.
You know?
I'm posting a picture of Nips and telling Odell to come and take it.
Are they your nips or whose
Nipster is back.
Whose nips are we talking about here? Wow, since we started talking about nips, our viewers are up there. We're now at 77 viewers, which
We
I
are
just
so early.
which I'd just like to say may not sound like a lot, but I appreciate
huge.
everybody here in the audience because we are doing this on a fucking decentralized protocol. Titcoin podcast, unlike Matt Odell's show, will never be on YouTube Live, never, nor on X Live. Unlike the nip hater Matt Odell, which many people are saying, not
Many
not me,
people are
but
saying
many
it's
people.
the fastest growing podcast.
That's what I keep hearing over and over again.
People are saying that.
Oh, many people, yeah, good people too. But yeah, and on this show, as you can tell, and maybe that's why Matt Odell hates Titcoin so much. That's what I've heard, just because it has nips in it. But
Now we have fake
I never
news.
knew the reason. But I guess it's because he likes to censor nips. So that's why he could never love Titcoin.
It makes sense.
It's all
Hey,
coming
if y'all
together
could
now.
go check out my most recent note and
God.
give it some boost just so
Oh
Odell
my
can
God, let's
see
see.
it.
Oh, we're doing it. We're
I
doing
accidentally
it.
liked myself. Whoops.
Oh, accidentally, Tatum, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I just, okay, fine.
Hotel, come take it.
Boom.
Yes.
I'll give that a repost.
Wow. Look at those nips.
Is that Nips IRL?
That's Nips IRL. And look at it was cold out there too, so they're nipping.
You're doing a little smuggling.
That explains the shrinkage, right?
Odell's gonna be like, what the hell? He's like, why is everyone tagging me?
This is honestly kind of shocking, though.
Yeah, wait, is there a reason, Rockstar?
Why
I need
does
some
he ha-
more.
why
I
does-
need some follow-up here.
Why are so many people saying that Matt Odell hates nipples? I mean,
Wow,
I
we
wonder if
really
they thought
played
that we were
game of
like they
telephone
were
over here.
promoting a peep show or something, and Odell's like, no, we can't do that.
It's a
No, he
censorship-resistant
thought-
protocol, even if we were.
it's true.
He thought it was disrespectful that we were going to,
The
Yeah,
female
women
body is
are-
disrespectful. Is that what
Okay,
Matt
I'm
Odell
pretty sure
says?
with
See?
Nips
My
IRL,
God.
it was women who came up. I mean, I think.
yeah.
I may have pulled the Tatum and plagiarized it. I'm pretty sure it was you that said Nips IRL. It may have been a collaboration with you and Susie.
Yeah, I'm
actually.
pretty sure it was.
We
We
all
were
know
all staying
Susie,
together.
Susie loves the nips.
And I was like,
We
all
know
these
that.
panels, why isn't there a women's panel? Not that we need one.
Odell's gonna be so confused. I love that.
Odell hates nipples.
Well-
Get it trending.
Wow, honestly, Rockstar, I can't believe you've dropped this on us. Like, it's really shocking. I feel like it's going to rock the
This is like
Nostr
TMZ.
industry to its core. I'm just glad
People thought that
there's-
HBO documentary was gonna like
Who is
stop
Satoshi?
Bitcoin in
So
its tracks.
horrible.
That was fine. Whatever. This could change the course of Bitcoin forever.
No
With
The
that-
air horn agrees.
I will drop in. Damn, I didn't bring my Miller Lite. I'm dropping in every month Walker
That's okay,
just
Rockstar.
sent me
You're
a
allowed
link.
to drink in Oktoberfest as well.
Rockstar, I think I'm gonna start doing these as like we'll make it a regular thing. We'll pull up random people, but it's good to know that Uncle's gonna be in the house. Tatum,
even
we'll have to
without
see
the
if
shirt.
he comes back.
Yeah.
Wait, you have 105 viewers. Hey guys, I stream on Zap.stream pretty damn regularly. I think I'm maxed out at 21.
All of Nostr
so-
is watching this right now.
Yeah.
I play
there you go.
Minecraft. I do DJ sets.
Whenever Walker
Odell has
says that
entered
this is
the
fastest
chat.
growing podcast, he's not lying. Like that's why we have 105 viewers.
Not a fast-growing podcast, but I think that's the Talk Tua from the Hawk Tua girl. But it is definitely the fastest-growing Bitcoin podcast in the world, at least according to all the experts I've talked to. That just
Yeah.
that's
People
what
are
they're
saying that.
Then
How
people
many
are saying
experts
that.
actually have you talked to about this? I'm curious. Like
I mean, many.
Many?
Amazing how much
many.
time he has.
Many are
Many.
saying it. Yeah, no, it's truly shocking.
Tatum,
I'm-
when you stream, call me. I'm gonna come over. I will take my shirt off, and we're gonna bump viewers. Our Nips power for the win. Let's go.
Hey, shirtless stream when I get back into town, guys.
shirtless
Nips are going to
Minecraft?
be.
Oh man,
We've all got
Shirtless
to get on that.
Minecraft.
We got to get on that CZ workout plan. You know what I mean? Man, also, I cannot believe Rockstar just comes in here, drops a bomb like Odell.
Wait, did you just leave?
Oh yeah, Odell hates nipples, and then he's like, anyway,
Bye.
I'm out of here to go do, cypherpunk shit. Oh my god,
Rockstar.
wait, hold on. Did everyone else just notice there's another corn?
that's my son, Corn Man.
Dude,
That's Corn Boy.
what's up?
Corn Boy.
All of a sudden, I just look at him like, holy shit, there's another corn
You're like,
there.
Halloween's over.
That's amazing. Looking great. It's a
Yeah,
wonderful
son,
corn
you need,
mask.
you need,
I
to,
love
you need to
that.
say it's corn time.
It's hot in here.
It is hot in here. That's why I took it off.
I'm sweating.
Oh my god, I love it.
You need to
my
say
God.
it's corn
Beautiful,
time. It's
beautiful
hot,
thing.
Dad.
Get me out of here.
Dude, you're a champ, man. Boy, it looks hot in there. It looks almost as hot as a dinosaur suit, I gotta say. Now I feel bad that we've been talking about how much Matt Odell hates nipples in front of your son. I hope it's okay.
Nipples are for everyone, no matter what age you are.
It's true.
Actually, you start when you're young, so
Yeah.
That is technically true.
I would know.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm hot.
This is going crazy.
Could be all these lattes. All right, guys.
someone said you're pulling viewers from BTC sessions.
Oh shit.
Because I saw that there's a competing Zap stream, and I was like, wait, wait.
Yeah, the competing one starts at 7 o'clock, I believe, right? It's Sarah's kitchen, soup box.
No, the competing one, Sarah,
on.
shout out to her because she's been in these streams like multiple times. So thank you, Sarah, for being here. And Zap Cooking is awesome. If you haven't checked it out, you should.
Absolutely.
Really, like it's super cool. But the competing one is BTC Sessions, and I told you guys gotta watch out for with those Canadians with their fancy hair,
the Canadians.
Yeah.
and doing
What are
their
they all
fancy
on
little.
about?
Yeah. Oh boy, do we have? Can somebody in the chat confirm if we currently have more viewers than BTC
Yeah,
Sessions?
someone just said they have 21.
All right.
Oh,
well,
probably
we are winning.
probably because he streams to YouTube, like that nip hater Matt Odell. It's unacceptable. I'll be honest. If you're going to live stream the Nostr only. It's like, oh yeah, I'll delete my Twitter account, but let me live stream to YouTube. I don't think so, Matt Odell. I don't think
Shots
so.
have been fired. Pew, pew.
I'm just kidding, Odell. I'm not. Anyway, Tatum, Tatum, what's the best meme you've seen in the last week?
Oh,
And
gosh.
why was it from Corn DeLorean?
And
You guys have very good memes.
Corn is shout out Corn for the original and really good memes.
Who has better memes, Corn or QW?
Oh, it's
Corn.
corn, hands down.
It's corn.
Corn,
I think it's gotta be
taught
Corn,
QW
yeah.
how to meme.
It's true. You know that actually both Corn and QW were on this little show called the Bitcoin
my
Podcast.
God.
It's
Oh,
super
I
fun.
heard that.
And-
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild. Anyway, we talked about memes. Thank you, Dan, for saying Nostr only. And I hope that we can encourage Matt Odell.
But you're still on X, dude.
Of course I am. But I'm not.
I need to
But I'm not pretending
I
to be
studied
Nostr
journalism.
only,
I'm an
except
objective
for my
woman.
live streams, which only go to
Nostr
Nostr.
only.
Nostr only.
Nostr only.
No, Nostr only.
Here's the thing. Nostr actually makes sense if you're talking about Nostradamus, right? Like if we're going Latin.
And she's foreign, so she can say it.
Correct. But everyone else has collectively decided on Nostr. It's like you deciding like, oh, I want the Bitcoin logo to be green. Like you can't just do that.
Sweetheart, is it an open source protocol?
Sure, but there's still consensus.
And are there
Isn't the
two
green
S's?
Bitcoin
Are
logo the Bitcoin Cash logo? Like,
Correct,
Bitcoin
exactly.
Cash.
You can't just be like, I want green
Are there-
because I can.
Are there two S's in the word Nostr? Is it notes and other stuff transmitted by relays, or is it notes and other stuff transmitted by relays?
Notes and
Why do you have to
sexual
hit us
stuff?
with this logic, dude? Stop. Just let people. Hey, you could just do things. Remember?
Yeah.
We talked about
There's
that.
no stopping you. You can do whatever you want.
It's
no
true.
protocol.
And I think that's why many people are saying that Titcoin is the fastest growing podcast in the world.
I knew it was coming. I love it. I love it.
It's never not coming.
That's what she said.
Dude, that air horn is like Pavlovian for me now. Like I just immediately reach for the drink.
Oh, I forgot to.
Yeah. Pavlov.
Is my lips? Is this still? Oh, kind of fading a little bit.
All I know is this wig is a lot.
Derek, drop a. You got any fun facts over there?
I have a
Like-
lot of fun facts. What do you want to know about?
I don't know. What do you like to tell
Fun
people about?
fact:
What is this, an icebreaker?
this
Yeah.
young man is the same age as Bitcoin.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Happy birthday.
Today?
Well, not the exact same age.
Well, then why would you say it? That's not
I mean,
even a
he's 6
fun
months.
fact anymore.
He's 6 months behind, but you know, Bitcoin 2009, him 2009.
I know a lot of
Damn, that means you're really old, Derek.
Dude, that's
No.
in Tatum's eyes, Derek, you are ancient.
You are like 80.
Tatum.
I hate it here.
Well,
Wow, Tatum.
Jeroen and
Wow.
I need to go and get some food and some beer and all that kind of stuff, guys. It's been like 2 hours, but it's been a wonderful 2 hours. We do need to head out.
Yeah, I appreciate
too.
I
I have
appreciate you guys joining. Yeah, she's
I've got a baby.
yeah.
You do
Ba-
have a baby. Someday your baby will be this big.
Oh my god.
Enjoy it while you can, because they start annoying you as they get older. You love them the same, but they annoy you too.
Fun fact, you know who doesn't hate nips like Matt Odell? Our son. He
Oh,
loves
I'm,
them.
you know what?
Loves them.
Loves them.
Loves them. Even babies love nips. Odell,
Well,
come
yeah,
on.
it's a food source.
already had dinner.
You're born loving nips. You have to be trained to hate them.
Whoa.
All right,
Who trained Matt Odell? Okay, Derek, we'll see you.
Walker, Carla, I love you guys. Thank you for having me, Tatum. You know,
Okay, all right.
love you, Tatum, man. Good to see you again. It's been fun. Thank you, guys. Can't wait to do it again. Have a,
Looking forward to it,
that.
man. Cheers, guys.
cheers.
All right, Tatum, it looks like it's going to be just you and me here in a second because we're going to need to close down the show. We're going to need to bring things
What am
down
I,
a
chopped
notch.
liver?
Well, now you said that you had nip stuff to do, which Matt Odell doesn't approve of.
I said I'd do 2 hours. I'm here for 2 hours.
All right. We got 6 more minutes of Carla. You know, Tatum, I'm looking forward to your next season of the show.
And actually, we're gonna come on. I know we were supposed to. Oops, sorry. I know we were supposed to like years ago.
You know, I got
Hey, it's okay.
You know, Tatum, I remember you. I still remember this, and because we felt bad about you, came up to us at Pacific
But
Bitcoin.
you were like, "Can you bring every costume you own and do his changes between every scene?" And I was like, "Listen, buddy, this doesn't happen
That
overnight."
was Carl's idea. I was like, hey, they're not going to be able to, like, they don't just carry around everything, but I'll
What am I, a
ask.
goddamn clown?
it sounded. It's one of my greatest regrets.
I am.
You know, is not doing it at that moment, Tatum. Just so you know, I think
Well,
we would have
hey,
made magic.
It's all good. Well,
I have no
if
regrets.
we're being completely honest, I probably wouldn't have released y'all's episode, just not on purpose, but just because
Whoa.
I failed to run a successful production company. I still haven't released the Lynn Alden's episode from over a year ago, so
Wait,
there's
why
that.
have you not released that? Lynn is the freaking best.
Because I screwed everything up, and I just anyway.
Dude, get out of your own head. You just
Hey,
gotta
man,
put it out
you
there,
didn't
man.
screw
Well,
up
I-
anything except maybe
well,
your
I-
marriage with the woman you love, who's dating your other best friend. But like, besides that, you know, you haven't screwed anything up. Like, you've been holding out on a
Release
Lynn
the
Alden
episode.
episode that you could have been dropping to us. The world
I have
needs it.
You're
several
censoring it.
episodes. That no, I'm God. I'm mumbling.
Who are you, Matt Odell?
Captain, put it out there, man. From the live chat, put it
man.
out there, man.
Okay,
Tatum,
I'll
Tatum
do it.
Turnup is emulating Matt Odell. You heard it here first. He's censoring
Oh my
Nick's.
God!
Tatum,
No.
if you were looking for a sign, this is it. It is screaming in your face.
It is.
Okay, all right.
You know I'm a
I
tough
have-
lover.
I know.
Whoa.
I have wait, chill. I got Lynn Alden, Samson, Ben
many do you have?
Askren.
You're just
I've-
sitting. Why are you sitting on these?
Yeah, what are you
What
doing?
are you doing, man?
Because I mean, I've been running a 2-man show, and it's and it just gets it got real difficult. Like we had one that was in editing for close to like 2 months, I want to say, and it just and then Carl went on a hiatus too because he had a kid or something.
How
And
selfish of
yeah,
him.
it's just stupid. But then it just kind of fizzled out, and then I started going through some stuff with work and personal life, and I just had zero time or bandwidth, which I really didn't like. But again, I've thought about like outsourcing or like hiring an editor, but there's two problems with that. One, me and Carl have like the same vision and sense of humor to what the show should be, and two,
You guys crushed it.
Thank you.
Really?
The second problem is that we don't have money to pay someone else to do it. So it just kind of goes into that's where what it all boils down to is like there's no financial incentive, and it's hard to find sponsors for a show that is very inconsistent. It's like a weird paradoxical cycle, but hopefully I do plan on releasing those at some point, and hopefully we'll be able to get everything consistent. I learned a lot, which was good, but yeah, I got a lot that I'm sitting on.
And
A gold mine.
depriving
Bitcoin
us.
mine.
Honestly, like I'm sure the Lynn Alden one will be wonderful.
It was pretty good. She was like asking me. It was like right after Broken Money came out, and she was asking me like my favorite part of the book, and I was like trying to convince her that I read it, but she was
and you're
very
like,
obviously
I
new.
can't actually read. You know.
She was like, "How many chapters are there?" I was like, "I think over 3 at least, maybe. I don't know." But yeah,
I can't believe you've been
also,
sitting on a Lynn Alden episode.
I know.
You're depriving the world of that.
Yeah.
She's a treasure. She is a treasure.
There's also a few episodes, actually just namely one, that will never see the light of day.
Which one?
Starts with N and ends with Adelie Brunel.
Why are you sitting out on that one? Another treasure.
That was awkward for all the wrong reasons. Like I was first of all I was sweating out Red Bull vodkas through my pores. It was like 8 a.m. And second of all, like she had never seen my show, which I didn't blame her for, but she had also never seen Between Two Ferns, and so I was like, oh, okay, so this is going to be how it goes. And then like I was barely there mentally, and Carl like wanted to do this bit about like me asking her on a date, and I was like trying to tell him no, and
She's
was like,
married
no, I
now,
don't do it.
Tatum. She's married now.
Well,
Okay.
now, after I've been sitting on it for
I know you love the taken women. We've already established that, but it's
I've never
not
put
gonna
that
really
down.
coming
That's
full circle.
crazy.
You see that?
I'm gonna go
That's-
hang out with both of them today, and I'm gonna tell them what happened, and we might FaceTime y'all and just be like, hey, this is my no. That's actually an awful idea because then you're
Terrible
gonna
idea.
put me on blast in front. Yeah,
Yep.
no, never
Oh,
mind.
no, I'm super discreet when I need to be.
No, he's not. Don't do it, Tatum.
Very discreet.
Wait, what was that? What was that?
I don't think I wing. No, I just have an involuntary facial twitch sometimes. I can't help it. It's not my fault. But you know,
All right, I'm peeking out.
all right, Tatum. It's just you and me here. We've got to bring this thing home for people because we've still got 75 people in the Zap stream, which many
Bye,
people
guys.
are
Bye,
saying.
Carla. I love you.
Love you.
That's my wife, dude.
Oh, well, we did just discuss. I'm just kidding. Full circle, baby.
All right.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
All right. Now we're here. I've got to get this chair out of the frame. Can't have that. I'm just gonna tip it over. I'm just gonna tip the chair over.
Perfect.
Yeah. Hold on. Here we go. There it is. Now we're here,
I hope
folks.
you like my my makeshift studio. This was my
digging it, man.
brother's room. It's now a guest room. There's like dude, we got like baby Tatum lore in here. Look at this.
Oh, you're so cute. What
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
just kidding.
I don't
I'm
know,
just
really.
kidding. Come on. I couldn't resist. I say that
Objectively
anytime I see
speaking,
a
I was a
kid's
very
photo.
cute child. Like I was a good-looking kid, and then something. I don't know what happened, but something did happen.
So Tatum, now we are officially in the Titcoin After Dark session. So we gotta bring that voice down low, but not too low. I've had a lot of people comment, like they're like, I like the show, but that fake voice you do is really strange. I'm like, I guess let me just like punch myself in the nuts a few times, bring it up a few octaves, like see if that helps.
I was watching one of your. I can't remember which one it was, but the intro you were doing, your intro, and you were talking like you do, which I just watch because I know you, I know the show, and
Appreciate you.
Someone was like, "What is that?" And I was like, "Oh, that's my friend Walker." He's like, "Is he like narrating? Like he needs to work on that." And I was like, "Hey, no, this is the fastest growing Bitcoin podcast out there right now." That's what
Many
people were
are saying it.
Yeah,
it's so many. I think I
but
heard
you have a
even
lot of people
Matt
that
Odell
bring
said
up.
it. I have a decent
Exactly.
number. I had people like IRL recently. Yeah, that's in real life for you boomers out there. I'm hip, but I had some ladies that were working the reception at a place. I had an appointment. I had some moles cut off. I'll just say that. I had some precancerous stuff, but they're like, okay, we just got to take this thing and go deep, and so did that. And so you're chatting up the folks there, and they're like, oh, do you do ASMR or anything like that? I'm like, kind of. I've got a podcast about,
In a way.
and I was like, I've got a podcast. They're like, oh, what's it about? It's about Bitcoin. And one of the ladies says, not Bitcoin. Like that's just like, and I'm like, fuck. It's just like one of those times where it's like we're so early, and then like there's two of them there, and the other one is like, oh, like but didn't that like go away? Like didn't it went down, right? Like it, or basically saying like, didn't it die? I'm like, no, like it's still there. I've got a podcast about it, the fastest growing in the world. Many are saying, and like back and forth. I come to find out that one of the two, because one girl's like, oh, how do I like what? It was literally like one of those like conversations that sounds like fake, but like it actually happened. And she's like, well, okay, how do I like? What do I do? I buy it? Like I buy it, and I'm like, yeah, like just like you'd kind of like buy a stock, like you're trying to make it like simple. And the other girl's like, yeah, you can just like you can even buy it in like Cash App. And I was like, that you can buy Bitcoin in Cash App. Okay, so you know something about Bitcoin. This is the one that was like
deeper
not,
here.
Yeah, it was like not Bitcoin. And she's like, well, my fiance, he likes Bitcoin and Cardano. And I was like,
Oh, there it is. There it is. I was waiting
Cardano.
for it.
Okay.
You said
now
fiance, and that's always yeah.
And now I see the problem. Yeah, I don't know. It's a wild place to be at where we're at right now, because it's like you try to get like your friend, like your close friends and your family to like to buy Bitcoin, because you're like, listen, this may go down in the short term, but like I am telling you that you just buy a little bit every day, like just dollar cost average. It doesn't have to be scary, and don't forget about it. Literally just set it and forget it, and you will be better off in a few years. And it's like I've gotten like a lot of the family around to it. Some of my friends, but a lot of my friends work in like high level corporate finance too, like and they make really good money. Like they make a
Those are either the
more
easiest
money
or the
than
hardest
I do.
Those are either the easiest or hardest to capture.
It's true. It's like because it's like I think it's also like like a lot of these guys I went to school with, they're like my good buds, really good guys, and it's like, well, Walker, like come on, you're an engineer, like we're in finance, or we're in finance, like we work for big banks. Like I think we know, like it's cute that you're giving us this stock advice, but on this Bitcoin stock thing, but I think we'll be okay. It's like, okay, all right, yeah. Well, I'm trying, guys. Like I'm trying my best. Just trying to lift you up.
I used to give out open dimes to my friends, and the last few that I gave out was when Bitcoin was at like $16,000, and I gave them 100,000 sats.
That's a nice
and now
gift.
I'm like, yeah, now it is. I was like, oh man, that was a little more than, well, congrats. I mean, you see what I was trying to convey, but I feel like you're going to run with this. One of the guys that I gave my last one to was my best friend's boyfriend. The one
Did you give any to your best friend who you may be in love with?
No, it was just a buffer for when I try to.
I think
Never mind. I'm not going to go any further than that. But yeah, I did because he was one of the only people. Like, I only gave them out to people who like actually showed interest in what I did and like asked questions, and because like so many of my friends are like, "Hey, what's Bitcoin? How much money can I get from Bitcoin? Can I get rich from Bitcoin?" It's like, I don't want to talk to you, but then Cooper, he's talking to me. He's like, so I'm trying to understand, like, what if, like, you know, I'm explaining mining to him, and I give the analogy of, like, me just guessing random numbers. He's like, but what if I'm guessing numbers and you're guessing numbers, and what if we, like, wanted to, like, team up, and could we split the reward? And I was like, you just described a mining pool. And he was like, all right. I'm like, those are the people who I do want to like make sure that I can.
It's going to be super hard because Cooper sounds like a nice guy. I've got a friend named Cooper too, and it sounds like it's going to be hard when you break his heart by stealing his gal. You know, that's going to be a tough moment. You know,
I really am glad they aren't into the fastest growing Bitcoin podcast in the world right now, because if they see this, then it's just over. It's over for me.
Yeah. Now, you know, I just want to say we still have 63 people viewing here in the live stream, and I just want to say I appreciate you guys being here. Kieran, I see that we have you here as well, and thank you, Kieran, for building awesome frickin' open source tech that allows us to do stuff like this, because Tatum and I are not capable of it, and the fact that you do it means that we can do cool stuff like this. And Kieran, I actually have a draft email waiting to send you to schedule you on this show, and maybe we'll do it as one of these. I'm just going to live stream all of the shows from now on, only on Nostr, unlike Matt Odell, who I respect a lot because he's a cool dude. It's
but
just weird.
He does hate tips.
Which is just strange again, and I don't want to belabor the point too much, but it does feel a little strange. And again, this show will never be live streamed on YouTube or X or anywhere, any centralized platform. It will be live streamed here on Nostr, and I appreciate now all 54 of you viewers, down from 63, who are still here. Tatum,
trust me, that number will get a lot lower. I see it all the time.
I mean, yeah, but you know what? Like, I think it's important. Like, we're gonna look back on these days a few years from now and be like, oh, can you believe there were only 100 people who tuned into this live stream on Nostr? Like, now, Zap.stream is integrated into every I genuinely think we're so very early, and there are so many devs building amazing open source tools, and the pace of progress on Nostr has been so fucking impressive.
It's ridiculous, actually.
Truly mind blowing. So shout out to the devs out there who are building this stuff, because it's crazy. Like, I mean, you remember when did you first get on Nostr? We were near the same time. It was
December 18th, 22 was my first note.
Couple days after me.
You were who I asked about it, because I was like, I remember texting you. I was like, dude, what is this? Just give it to me.
And I've got a shout out to Will Kasser and JB55, creator of Damus, because he posted the beta, the Apple test flight beta link on X, or was it Twitter at that point still? Maybe. Either way, post, and I was like, oh, I'll sign up for this. I'd created a burner account on Astral. You remember Astral.ninja?
Oh, that was how I got onboarded, dude. That was my computer started just going crazy. I heard the fans start speeding up, and it was just a massive chat room. Was all it really was.
Dude, it was, and it was not. Is it still around?
Well, apparently it's a PWA on iOS, because I saw that advertised in whatever that website is that has which, by the way, I'll share this with you. What is it? I think it's called Apothecary or something, but it's a PWA that has other PWAs. It's like a PWA app store basically. But anyway, Astral Ninja.
Yeah, if you remember Astral Ninja, you've been here for a while, but it's amazing to see the pace at which things have changed. Things felt clunky. Things don't feel clunky anymore. They occasionally don't work perfectly, but also fucking nothing works perfectly. It's software. That's kind of the thing. You're never going to have bug-free software. It doesn't exist. Excuse me.
Yeah. And
especially
it's
to think of any app you use, and it's like, is there any app you can think of where you're like, nope, never had a single problem with this app? It's like, no, you can't, because like guaranteed you have. And I think it's important for people to remember that. Like, it's really easy to be like, oh yeah, like, maybe when Nostr gets a little bit cleaner, a little bit sleeker, then I'll think of checking it out. But it's like, maybe when Bitcoin gets a little bit cleaner and sleeker, I'll check it out. It's like it's same energy.
I think it's the cool thing about decentralization is like, if you don't like it, you don't have to wait on a company to fix whatever bug you're seeing or something like that. Like, you can fix it if you want, but then also there's tons of other people out there who are actively trying to fix that same bug. I think it's really cool. Like, I'm glad that I stuck around. I did take some involuntary hiatuses a few times, but it's so freaking cool. I like to say that I bought a pizza, wine, and S9s with Nostr.
That's fucking sick.
It was awesome. Ben will tell you that I wasn't the first one to zap him for wine, because I think that is true. But I always say that I was the first one to zap him for wine. But yeah, dude, it's so freaking cool. Like, when you think about the possibilities, it's not even like a alternate way of getting there are layers of like, I'm exiting the centralization by deleting Twitter, YouTube, all that stuff, Twitch, whatever, and going over there. But like, it's also important to think about like how this is going to be in an apocalypse scenario where, I always like to think of things with tinfoil hat just for fun, but I legitimately proved that if it came down to it, someone could bring me a pizza and I can communicate that if, the world was burning and I still had my relays and my node running, which
the world is burning, but there's still pizza delivery that can happen. I like
exactly.
I hope that's the apocalypse we live in, that the apocalypse still involves pizza being able to be delivered.
Count me in. If the apocalypse is just nothing but pizza delivery, I'm there.
Chicago deep dish or New York thin crust?
So I actually have never had deep dish, but I've seen the discourse about people calling it lasagna and stuff like that. But one of my favorite types of pizza is the Domino's pan pizza with it's like the really crispy crust on the bottom, and there's no like actual crust on the outside. It's like just like flat on top, basically. That's probably my favorite style, whatever you would call that.
I like, honestly, like, and I've lived in Chicago for a while. I would still take thin crust pizza over deep dish. Like, deep dish is nice, but we digress. What I think we wrap up on here is Captain out there in the audience brought up Nostr algorithms and pushing for more devs to build Nostr algorithms, and I'm curious, what kind of algorithm do you want to have on Nostr? Because they're useful, right? Like, algorithms are not inherently bad. What is an algorithm? It's just it's a set of steps, right? That's all that it is. It's just a set of steps that decide something. Now, of course, like any tool, they can be abused and have been by centralized platforms. But I'm curious, what are you looking for in an algorithm on Nostr?
So the problem with it is that I'm not fully aware of how social media algorithms work, because like, you can on X, like, you can go through and like and bookmark, maybe even repost like 3 or 4 different posts that kind of have the same idea around it or whatever, and sometimes it's not even the text, it's like just stuff in the image or whatever. And so I'm curious how much they use like AI and stuff to drive their algorithm. But the main thing that I think would be best is if, like, I have opt-in algorithms and I could define what topics I want in those algorithms. Like, basically like a kind of like a little bit, this is a rough example, but kind of like how they set up communities on X, where you have a community that is called, you know, Bitcoin memes or something like that, and you can literally just slide over from your following tab to your Bitcoin memes community tab, and then that's where you start seeing all of that stuff. But I think it's just something that I want to be able to define and not have something come in externally to change that, I guess.
Agreed. Well, and I think that's the beauty of Nostr, right? It's all going to be optionality. It's all going to be opt-in. For me, I think like the easiest algorithm to implement for any Nostr client is an old school Twitter style in case you missed it feed. Like just like that's the easiest one, because that's the thing that people complain about. Like the one thing they will complain about on Nostr is like, oh, well, if you're not there, it's a chronological feed. So like, you know, if you miss it, you miss it, unless somebody's
someone reposted or something like that. And but like also the trending things, I think trending is not inherently bad unless there were manipulations that go on it. Like
Agreed.
say that I post something that gets, you know, 25 reposts in the course of an hour or something like that. I don't care what it is. If that's what, you know, the general consensus is talking about, I would like to see that, just in case it's something that I like, because everyone was, you know, encouraging it or something like that.
Yeah. No. And, you know, Tatum, I could honestly do another hour of this, but I've had probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had like 7 Miller Lights in the course of this conversation.
Oh, wow. I'm only at 4. I got to catch up.
I might burst soon. So we're going to call it. We're going to call it.
Hey, that's good. My dad's texting me. He's like, dude, I'm hungry. I was like,
he's like, Tatum, why are you still talking about nips in there? Tatum, thank you for being here. Thanks for sticking it out with me. Thank you to everybody who came here on the live stream. We've still got a solid number of viewers, so thank you guys for being here. I appreciate all of you. And yeah, if you find this valuable, consider giving value back by zapping myself or anyone else who is in this show. And I appreciate you guys being here. And you feel free to not zap us too, because Bitcoin doesn't care. But I care about you guys, and I appreciate you all being here. Tatum, I appreciate you. I'm going to hit the end record button here in a second. We're going to drop off the live stream. Stay for one more second afterwards so that I can make sure it uploads. See everybody. Peace. And that's a wrap on this Bitcoin Talk episode of the Bitcoin Podcast. If you are a Bitcoin-only company interested in sponsoring the Bitcoin Podcast, head to bitcoinpodcast.net/sponsor or send an email to hello@bitcoinpodcast.net. If you are enjoying the Bitcoin Podcast and find it valuable, give it a boost on Fountain, a 5-star review wherever you're listening, or better yet, share this show with your network so more people can learn about Bitcoin. Or don't. Bitcoin doesn't care, but I sure do appreciate it. You can grab links in the show notes to watch or listen to this show wherever you get your podcasts, or go to bitcoinpodcast.net/podcast. And you'll also find the links to follow me and the show on Nostr and on X. Bitcoin is scarce. There will only ever be 21 million. But Bitcoin podcasts are abundant. So thank you for spending your scarce time to listen to the Bitcoin Podcast. Until next time, stay free.